Hey, good morning, Room Shaker. Good morning. See that man dressed in white. God's gonna trouble the water. Looks like the tribes of the Israelite. God is gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water. I don't know why I wore white today. It's gonna rain, but I'm gonna wear this white today. I'll make sure to stay my behind inside. Y'all come on in the room today. Baby, the girls are bitter and not better, and they are not well. I see jealous spirits. Oof, it's just a lot going on today. So y'all come on in, come on in. First of all, let me say this to D Miss O. D Miss O, these girls are not well. So I see that you have over the road truck driver, aka Chicklet Teeth, aka whenever I was over there trying to start fast. Now, you all know that I come on usually around this time. I may come on during lunch. And then after World News Tonight, which is usually around by like 6 o'clock, maybe 5:50, I'll come on. I don't check to see who's on. And to be quite honest, I didn't know I had to do that. Maybe that's in y'all rule book, but that's not in mine. And let me say this too. I respect Demons O. I have no problem with Demons O. Demons O and I are cool. And you know what, Demons O, you're right. I didn't even know you were on. But people try to make a big swath of stuff. I thought that was funny. However, I want to say this to YouTube cameras. YouTube cameras, if you don't handle that situation, you're going to be in a world of trouble. And the more you let that individual run your channel, when the time comes to block her or ban her, it's going to be hell on earth because you have given her leeway. She's like a petulant child. And I'm going to tell you, YouTube camera, she's already costing you money. You're already taking down videos because of her. And one more thing, YouTube camera, that person tends to block and time people out. So, baby, I think you might need to watch that YouTube camera because she's not well either. But she did make me laugh today because, baby, she was a thorn in somebody's side today. So it was really interesting. I had a chance to watch Demons O. And is Pizarro okay? Did you all see her doing all of that yelling and screaming and all of this stuff? Okay, so you help somebody finally in your life. Finally in your life, you help somebody. Bravo, Pizarro. Bravo, Pizarro. So Pizarro, I'm not obligated to help anybody. Catherine is not my daughter. And Anybody in the house of Jay Wilson is in the house of Jay Wilson. That means nothing when it comes to your real life. And I don't understand why you are saying, well, you didn't even help her. No, I didn't read the emails because, unlike you, Pizarro, I'm not trying to get information on people to use it against them later on. That's what you and your bestie do. I don't do that. But you seem very upset because I called you out on that. So, yes, I am about my money. I don't come over here to be no counselor, even though you can get it. I don't come over here to be no bank, Meals on Wheels, United Way. I said that. And I don't feel no ways about it. You all are the ones trying to lure people to y'all cults so y'all can control them and do all of that stuff. I don't do that. I don't do that. But I will say, I told that content creator or that particular subscriber that she needs to really stop talking about what's going on for her sake. That's the best advice I can give. But baby, I am not moved. You have been doing all of that yelling and screaming. Didn't she sound just ghetto, just uncouth and educated, uneducated? And again, Pizarro, do my degrees make you uncomfortable? Because I didn't know that the degrees were supposed to do something. But again, Pizarro, where you live? Because last time I checked, I have a home with a mortgage and equity. Do you have a home with a mortgage and equity, or you just rent? I'm just trying to understand because obviously the degrees help me obtain a house. Obviously the degrees help me to obtain a career since I don't work. But does my degrees make you uncomfortable? Y'all know that they always bring that up, and it's something there. But she was extremely angry on the Miss O's channel, yelling and screaming, and I'm like, ooh, girl, chill out. So I thought that was very unusual. But if you help Miss Catherine, that's great. Okay. And then here come, I'm hot. I don't want to blow my air conditioner because I don't have enough money to pay the bill. Baby, Rico, Rico, baby, go for a job interview. Go for a job application. You always coming for folk, but you ain't never coming for employment. And you lazy. You lazy. You are a whole bomb. You don't want to work. You always want somebody to take care of you. And you are so jealous of triple red eggs. You are so jealous that Lemon was taking an interest and a liking to him. You are a jealous hoe. Hoe, you ain't what you used to be. Okay, your mouth is spread now. Your teeth are rotting on the inside. You looking like an old granddaddy, looking like a whole bean head on a little stalk. You ain't that boy. You ain't that boy. You think you that boy, but you're not. And you really jealous of Triple. And I just sat there and listened. Y'all, let me tell you something. When Rico came on to talk about Triple, he was so upset. He wanted Triple to talk about his business. And he said, I know you're articulate. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so funny. You are really jealous of that man. And it seems like a lot of men on YouTube in the beef sector are jealous of triple red X. What is that all about? I'm like, are y'all really that upset with that man? Then Jay Dunn reads pizza. Pizza gets bad. Baby, the girls are not well. Let me say this. With this Catherine thing, I don't care what Catherine does. I like Catherine, but Catherine needs to go get some counseling, and you can give her all the money in the world. If she doesn't fix the issue internally, she's still gonna have issues, and that's it. Also, too, let me say this: Demons O, not one time did I say somebody was gonna get sued. I said, I am glad, even though I don't agree with doxing, but ZX called, you all told me that ZX called the church, and they said that they know Catherine is unwell. And I said, I am glad that they know that she has an issue because they won't press charges or take her to court. And I would rather them to think that she was crazy than take her to court. That's all I said. But baby, y'all girls are not well. I sat there and I looked at Demon O, and let me say this too. Demon O held her own. Demon O held her own. And bravo. Demon O has been on her game. She has done an excellent interview. She's done her court, and she is coming to her own. See, what y'all gotta realize is everybody has a day in the sun. I'm just glad that I can get some rays every once in a while. Why should I be jealous or angry because Demon O is doing her thing? I'm not. However, everybody knows that I come on when I come on. I'm not a part of a lineup. That's what y'all do. I don't do that. So they tried to make a big deal of that. Demon O and I are still fine. So J Dunn, your little ploy and plot did not work. You can tell they little mind be ticking. Cause I'm going, cause he ain't supporting you, and he come on, and Demon O is like, Pastor always come on, and then he come on. What's her name? Pastor. Don't call him Pastor, baby. I'm Pastor. I'm not Pastor. I am Pastor, not Pastor, but I'm Pastor. And baby, she's all angry and screaming, and I'm sitting there laughing. I'm like, baby, she thinks she is doing her big one. Ooh, girl, you is reading me. You is reading me, girl. Let me say this, Pizarro. Go touch some grass. I've always told you I'm here for my coin. And you know what Triple Red X said, and I thought it was really, really true. Triple Red also jumped back to Rico and said, you always want to talk about people, but then when people want to talk about you want to get on the Chinese bus with knives and stuff to go fight people. And baby, when Triple Red went to Virginia on Rico, baby, Rico didn't know what to do. Rico, you are jealous of that man. And Stephen, I hope you ain't jealous. But baby, you and Rico sounding alike. Y'all sound like that y'all jealous of that man. And Rico, you sound real jealous. And I'm like, are you jealous of that man? And you know what get me with Rico? You got all the time to be on YouTube, but you can't get enough money to blow your air conditioner. That's what see what I'm saying? That hoe is looking like she in a song. Brian, Brian, you need to go to Rico house and lose some weight. Baby, baby, let me tell you something. That house looks stale. That apartment looks stale up in that bitch. It looked like whatever he cooked 3 weeks ago still smelling in that house. Baby, it look hot. It look stank. It don't make no sense. And this is why you can't drag me. Folk up there sweating, grow their toenails sweating, sweat. I'm like, who sits in a hot house trying to read somebody and can't blow their air condition? Oh my goodness. Who does that? And then want to talk about they read somebody. Girl, go read a job application so you can get an extra $300 to pay an electric bill. My God, today. So it's being said that Catherine is going to move in with a content creator. Well, okay. She grown. I know you're being messy. day, it was Jay Wilson. Day to day. Ooh, they was coming for me, girl. And then Rico tried to jump on in, and oh Lord, and he just loved that little name. He think he is clever because he came up with what do you say, Jay Will sucker? Ooh, that's so clever, Rico. But again, we saw you actually suck one. Rico has sucked the cock because we've seen you suck one on actually on the picture. How you was like there, mouth all open. Okay, just a hot mess. We saw your little booty. And Brian is right. It looked like grapes. It looked like cranberries up in your booty. Dingleberries all everywhere. Baby, you's a hot mess. And I just laugh at you because you really need to be counted. You really need a friend. You really need a job. You really need a lot of things, Rico. And I'm gonna pray for you. Cause baby, this YouTube is the only thing you have to hold on to. Rico, that dog was the only thing that I have, and y'all took that dog away from me. He's the only person that I could talk to. And I'm like, is this hoe really serious? I told y'all, honey, these busted bricks, honey, they are bitter. They are not better. And the girls are not well. The girls are not well, Patricia. Oh, you had Tommy upset last night, Jay Wilson. He cursed you out. I know the girls are really cussing me out today. Now, Peace is the Salvation Army now. Ooh, she helping everybody now. Ooh, I helped Catherine. Ooh, I helped Catherine, and you ain't do nothing. I prayed, and I told Catherine to get on off the lane. That's what I told her. If she was homeless, let me know. The Bible says you have not because you ask not. And yes, you're right. I don't read long emails. Right. So note to self. Don't send Jay Wilson long emails. Don't send Jay Wilson long emails because they won't be read. Put that in your notes. You right about that. Y'all right. And I don't have no shame about it. He didn't get Catherine nothing. No. Absolutely not. There are lines that I don't cross. So Peace is now trying to tout herself up as Mother Teresa over there because she had her people to give Catherine money. How much you gave her, pizza, out of your caboodle, out of your kit and caboodle? I mean, it's easy, pizza, to have other people give folk money, but how much money did you give? Because I ain't give nothing. You're right. I ain't give not a damn thing. You're right. You sure are. Bro, I read enough emails at work, and I'm not getting ready to do that in my real life. Okay, I do it at work. And let me say this. She better be glad I deleted them things. Because, Catherine, you put your whole life up in them emails. And so, girl, because if I was really nasty, and I'm not, and I don't have nothing against Catherine, I think Catherine is going through a crisis right now. I do. And I won't speak ill of her, but I do think that she needs to talk to somebody. So, Tommy said they don't understand why you so upset. Baby, I'm not obsessed with you. Girl, I'm not obsessed with you. I'm laughing at you. Not obsessed. You are the gift that keeps on giving. Baby, nobody obsessed with you. Let me tell you something. Castro is obsessed with you. Jay Wilson is not. Trust me. Trust me. If I was single, you wouldn't even get a second glance. Catch. Not a second glance. Not a second glance. Baby, you got me mixed up. Ha! Ha! don't do synthetic bedazzled stuff. I don't know. I don't do Temu fashion. Now the girls say I do, but I don't. I've done Sheen once, but yeah, no. A girl, I ain't doing it. Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. I can't even get a solid answer. And like I said, y'all, Catherine got Catherine has two sons. I'm sure she has relatives in Philadelphia. She had another church family. I'm not Catherine's father. And just because I have a house at J. Wilson, and for those people who's doing the thing, bear with me. Bear with me. Um, like I told you all, I have a relative that I'm trying to help because they got some things to do. They got some basic training that they're getting ready to do. And since I live in San Antonio, they will be doing basic training in San Antonio. So I'm dealing with a relative right now. So just pray with me. Again, I ain't get into detail with that, but just know that yeah. Because again, I'm helping a relative. I am helping my family. I am helping somebody in my family get ready and helping them before they go into basic training. That's all I can say. So my focus is on my relatives, not on Catherine. Is that all right? My focus is on my flesh and blood, my kin, somebody who I'm related to. All right. So I just want to be very clear with that. But I'm not United Way, Goodwill, Good Samaritan, none of them. And I'm not being mean about it. Y'all know we help people over here, but it's taking another turn, and I'm gonna let it turn. And that's all I can say about it. But I don't know why Pizarro mad. Y'all understand why Pizarro's so mad? She mad because I said that, if you don't like me, just say you don't like me, don't use Catherine. And then she got my son, you ain't no pastor girl. I'm like, you are really taking this seriously. I'm like, these people really take this stuff seriously. Now, I take Catherine's mental health seriously, don't get me wrong. And I hope she gets the best help. But when it comes to Pizarro and Rico and these other people, maybe I sit back and laugh. Thank you so much, Miss Patricia. Thank you so much. So anyway, you all, that's what I saw on Demons O's channel. And Demons O, by the way, good show. Just in case you know Demons O, I didn't know you were on, but Demons O, you are right. I come on at my leisure. I don't look to see who's on. I just hit my butt and come on. And I'm not gonna start looking to see who's on. And neither do you have to do that. Again, you all, I never complain. I'm sure people come on when I come on. But I don't complain about that. Again, it's another way to control people. And I want y'all to catch this. Pizarro, J Dunn, they are about manipulation and control and framing things. And J Dunn was really, her slant this morning was really to get Demus O to fight with me because she wanted Demus O to know that I went on top of her, and he be doing that all the time. So it's to rile Demus O up, and that's what she really wanted. And so when Demus O said he does that all the time, he doesn't care. Demus O knows me. She knows that she's telling the truth. I didn't know that Demus O was on, but that was J Dunn's slant. That's what she was trying to do. But I see her also destroying YouTube's cameras, her platform. J Dunn times people out. She's blocking people right on YouTube's cameras right on the platform. And I don't know if YouTube camera is scared of Jay Dunn. I don't know what that relationship is, but she says a lot of stuff. YouTube camera had to take her live down, which is costing her money because of Jay Dunn. Now, did you send YouTube camera some money to replace what you destroyed? YouTube cameras, I want you to get the big picture. And this is why Jay Dunn can't click on my link. This is why she can't come to my channel. And what she tries to do is low T run your channel. It's my turn to talk. Oh no, ho. No, it's your turn to talk when I moderate your turn to talk. But y'all placate that foolery. Y'all placate that foolery. So I guess you got to learn the hard way, YouTube cameras. But again, see, this is why she don't come to my channel, because I see what she's doing to your channel. I think they're scared of her too. I do. I think YouTube camera is scared of her as well. And then she'll be the first one to holler that men are trying to get with her. And men, girl, nobody ain't trying to get with you. Trust. Girl, you look like an over-the-road truck driver eating at Wendy's. Ma'am, nobody ain't start trying to get with you. But she will always holler. And again, I thought it was so funny, and I bring it up because it's worth mentioning. Jay Dunn and Barbecue call themselves gonna follow me on over to Queen 88. Baby, Queen 88 handed y'all ass. And see, that's what Jay Dunn does. And just seeing that, I'm like, this girl is obsessed. She's still mad because she's blocked over here. She's still mad because she wants access. And she's another one that ain't well, baby. But YouTube camera, you'll find out soon enough. You'll find out soon enough. You just keep on keeping on having her up on your platform. You'll learn. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. But baby, I think YouTube camera might be scared of her. I don't know. But yeah, she does a whole lot of stuff. That's why I don't go over YouTube camera that much, because if I'm gonna be talking to YouTube cameras, then I don't need some jealous, petty, insecure, over the road truck driver chick and T whole blocking me. So I stopped going home. Yeah, I mean, but that's what YouTube camera wants to do. I mean, it's her thing, but and I'm gonna tell you, YouTube camera, that day gonna come when you realize that your platform is more important than Jay Dunn's agenda. And when you find that out, get ready. Get ready. That's all I can say. Get ready. But what I found funny was Jay Dunn started fighting with pizza. Baby, I was hollering. I'm like, ooh, look at these girls up there fighting. And pizza all yelling and all of that. And I'm like, girl, are you okay? Are you okay? Do you want an award because you gave Catherine some money? Do you want a cookie? I'm like, what's wrong with you? I'm sitting there looking, and I guess I'm supposed to feel some kind of way. I don't. I don't. Look, Jay Wilson is about his coin. Jay Wilson comes on here for work. That's it. Jay Wilson don't come over here to be getting close to nobody, to be dating nobody, to be friends with nobody. No, I don't. I come here to do a show. And once the show is over, I go home. That's it. You can hate me or love me, but I'm upfront. So it is what it is. But y'all, now I don't have a problem with Stephen, but what did y'all think about Stephen's take on Triple Red X last yesterday? What y'all think about that? And then Rico today. It's like these men are really. A lot of y'all said that, but then Stephen said I had lemon first. I had lemon first, and I had him in a position. I'm like, what position was that? Maybe these girls is something else. I don't know. Maybe it sounded like he was very upset. It was giving very much Rico tease, except a little bit articulate and proper. And then he called Rico out. He said, "Oh, you flirt with these men. Rico won't." Let me tell you something. All lemon have to do is say, "Rico, meet me behind the garbage can," and Rico will be there. All Reed had to say is drop him and bend, and Rico would. Let me tell you something. Rico is a whore, and Triple Red hit that nail on the head. Period. She's just a whore on the cheap right now. She's a whore for cheap right now because she don't got no money. Girl, I'm like, won't you go? And this is the thing. He getting money, but you can't pay no electric bill. How you making all this money on the street? How you making this money being a man of the night, but yet you can't pay no electric bill? Oh, you need to step up your pussy. You need to step up your game. I'm just saying. And the thing is, you all, so Lemon was trying to show me something. I'm like, okay. Because when you done seen it before, it ain't no big whoop. And my thing is, Lemon has tattoos and stuff, but he wouldn't show me his eyes. I'm like, open your eyes. Open your eyes. I'm gonna tell you that's one thing I ain't see. I ain't see no eyeballs. I saw a lot of duck lips, but I ain't see no eyeballs. I saw a do rag. No, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. And let me say this: for the mere fact you live with your mama and you that old, that's not attractive. That's not attractive to me. I mean, maybe people like Buster Griggs. That's not attractive. You always in court. That ain't attractive. Mm-mm. Maybe these Mexicans be doing something. Maybe these Mexicans be doing the most. How about this man is pulling a car, girl? I, maybe these Mexicans be doing. Maybe he got an old regular SUV pulling the Dodge Charger. Anyway, let me move on. Maybe you see so much on Interstate 1604. I mean, 1604. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I really don't. I don't. I don't know. But any man who will go to a stranger's house, let the stranger introduce some type of drug that he don't know nothing about. Then he drinks it. Then he start acting out. Then the stranger kicks you out of his house because he says he has somewhere to go and only lets you get to the train by yourself. That says you don't care a lot about yourself. Yeah, it's a lot of people living with their parents. But let me say this, you all. I can understand if you're living with your parents because you got laid off, something happened, because family is there for family. But when you live with your family because you living with your family. Yeah. Nah, baby, I wouldn't trust Lyric with that boy. First of all, Lyric has health insurance. Lyric don't have no worms in her stool. Lyric's teeth get brushed. Lyric's fingernails get clipped. Lyric lives in a nice bed. Okay? Now, Lyric has dog medicine. Can I say this? When Lyric gets sick, which Lyric only been sick once, we took Lyric to the vet because we have insurance. Lyric had allergies. We found out that she had allergies, and the doctor gave her dog medicine, dog medicine to help her. Okay? We weren't giving Lyric Tylenol 3 with codeine and then talking about wanting to do an autopsy. And that's the thing. This hoe is always talking about people, but hoe, you couldn't even afford an autopsy. When that lady told you how much that was, honey, I knew that was it. Then the hoe couldn't even get scrounge up $400 to cremate the dog. What this hoe do? Take the dog in a hefty bag, bringing the dog on the bus. Then the hoe was so concerned about the burial of the dog. I'm like, hoe, why is the burial of the dog important now? Well, you didn't give a damn about the dog when the dog was living. See, this is what I don't get. And these hoes are backwards. They backward people. You didn't give a damn about the dog when the dog was living. You didn't take the dog to the vet. You didn't get the dog in no Simparica Trio to stop fleas, ticks, and heartworms because the dog had worms. You barely fed the dog. The dog was living in squalor. You had two dogs in one cage at one point in time. And now all of a sudden, in death, you want to act like the dog is Queen Elizabeth II. Girl, you can't drag me. Because if Lyric, heaven forbid, die right now, Lyric got insurance. Lyric can get a proper burial. Do you understand me? A burial. And this is the thing. This hoe was serious about putting that dog in the freezer. I said, I know you lying to me. He was serious about that. Thank God that the people came. And I'm going to say this, Rico. I'm going to say this. That dog was better at that kennel, at that dog pound, than being with you. Because had that dog stayed in that dog pound, that dog still would have been living today. But because you want to prove something to these people and want to show on off, that dog wound up losing its life. Yeah, he was going to do that. And this is why I'm like, oh, you can't drag me for nothing. Do you understand me? For nothing. We are not the same. Your choices have been egregious choices. We are not the same. I go to work. I can blow my air conditioner continuously. And let me tell you something. This is how the wealthy gets the poor. I can blow my air conditioner all day. My bill has never been over $140. My average electric bill is usually $80 to $100. And I live in a home. But because Rico lives in a area of low wealth, Con Edison knows this. And they charge people in the yin yang because they know they can do it. Baby, I wish they would come up on the electric here. When you got people who got a little money and a little power, and I'm talking about as a collective, They don't play that. They do not play that. But because you live in a, and see, this is what you get when you don't work for yourself. This is what you get when the government takes care of you. You have to get scarcity and sacrifice. I don't have to sacrifice because I dictate how much I want to make. And if I want to get another job, I can. I don't have to worry about my food stamps being cut off because I make $2 more than the average. But when you rely on the government, that's what they do. When you rely on the government, you won't blow your air conditioner because you'll sit in heat because you don't have enough money to pay for it. And now Rico is trapped because if he goes to get a job that pays him $2 over what he's supposed to get, they'll cut the food stamps off. So it is what it is. Yeah, yeah. So you ain't impressing nobody. It ain't no flex because you want government assistance. That ain't no flex. Boonky, I didn't even watch all. I don't even watch that boy. I don't even watch that boy. That boy got so many issues. He got health issues. He got psychological issues. Girl, but now, somebody said that Rico, you was drinking something and it hit that mouth, and they said that you was quenching and winching because that mouth still ain't fixed. So I hope you ain't down there at the mall, down there sucking dick. Okay, getting that teeth infected. You better get your teeth right before you start going down there sucking down some dick at the mall. Because the girl said your mouth was hurt. Uh, get your mouth. Because, okay, Jay will suck a cock, but he got all of his teeth. Hello, somebody. Jay will suck a cock because, again, he don't have to worry about infection. Okay? Because that baby, he think he is so clever with that name. And I sat there and I'm like, look, boy, we done seen you, Rico, suck the cock. Because we done seen you do it. We done seen you do it, boo. Mouth all on that man's stuff. Teeth, my son. Come on. Baby, go somewhere. My. Did y'all see? And again, here come Castro wanting some sympathy. Baby, no, you don't get no sympathy over here. You don't get no sympathy over here. Wasn't it about 3 weeks ago that Tommy said, get off that phone? And he admitted that Tommy was jealous. So why you still messing with the man if you say the man is jealous? Why you still going over there and messing with the man? And then want to come over on my channel and try to overtalk me? Hell no, ho, you can't do that. I know you. I know your ways. How was you gonna come over here and try to overtalk me? No, 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 no. What about? But no, baby. I ain't never been on camera getting my ass whipped. I ain't never been on camera getting a broom across my back. So we ain't the same. Again, we're not the same. Uh, and what make me mad with Tommy is Tommy go for that shit, and he go right over there and pick that hoe up, violate his probation. And that's why I look at Tommy with the side eye. I'm like, ho, you can't do no better. You talking about you on grind to get men? Well, okay, so okay then. I mean, y'all are walking contradiction. First of all, y'all say I don't want that man no more. Jay Wilson, I don't want that man no more. But yet you went and picked him up, was making that damn cornbread, and that hoe started flirting, and you got Don't try to downplay me, Castro. Don't try to downplay me. Get your ass off that phone. I'm getting off now. I'm getting off now. No, ma'am. I'm getting off now. Baby, I hollered. I hollered. I'm like, look at these hoes. Think they playing in somebody's face. We knew all the time. Castro, you better stop downplaying me. Get your ass off that phone. I'm getting off now. I'm getting off now. Oh, Lord. I know Jay Wilson don't like me. And I'm like, oh, I don't even know you. What I don't like is you falling for the okie doke. But if you want to fall for the okie doke, you fall for the okie doke. Baby, these girls are so bothered. And Pizarro, why are you yelling? Are you angry? Did I make you that mad? Did I make you that mad, Pizarro? Did y'all hear Pizarro doing all that yelling and that screaming? I'm like, did I make you mad? Did I make you mad? Cause I'm like, girl, you would think that I slept with her husband. How she acting? Ooh, Lord! And here come jealous Rico. Here comes jealous Rico. Ooh, Rico really do not like you, Triple Red, because anytime somebody can get a man or a man is giving another man attention, Rico gets mad because Rico wants all the attention, and then he started talking in third person. I know y'all don't like Rico. I know y'all don't like Rico, but Rico don't care. Ho, you right there. You right there, ho. Rico act like he way over there. Oh, ho, you right here. But oh, let me tell you something, baby. Triple red, baby. I would take this shit and run with it because these hoes are jealous. These hoes are jealous of you, Triple Red. I can see it. I can feel it in my bones. They jealous. Oh, they jealous. They are. And you can hear it in the voice. Baby, Stephen, you kind of told on yourself to say, I had lemon first, but you ain't gay no more. You remember, you ain't gay no more, but yet you had them first, and you had lemon in a position. What position was that? Do tell. Oh, there go Castro Cannon. There go Castro Cannon, Lord. And Tommy, I don't want Castro. I hope you heard what Castro said last night. I talked to Castro before. I don't even have that boy number no more. I can't even tell you what it is. 777-9311. I don't know. But even with that, I wasn't trying to get up with Castro. Baby, I done seen Castro in all his glory. And it wasn't nothing sexual. Look on him. Oh, yeah, he do need to be making 4th of July baskets with some firecrackers in it and some sparklers. Ooh, that would be real nice. But anyway, so again, I'm not trying to downplay Castro, but Castro ain't my type. The person who I'm with is my type. Employed gainfully, 401k, health insurance, 2 nice vehicles, a nice home. It's modest, but it's his. Yes. hmm So yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't have nothing against basket sellers. Don't get me wrong. I don't have nothing against basket sellers and seasonal landscaping people, but I need something more stable. Yeah. And again, I don't, going over somebody's uncle house. That ain't mine. That's not romantic to me. No, ma'am. Oh my. Tommy said Castro's 2630 booty is falling out of. Let me say this. I'm just surprised that these two people are fighting again. They're so much in love. I don't care. Like I said, it is what it is. But the thing is, if you put it on, we're going to talk about it. And I told Castro a long time ago. But see, this is what I'm learning about these people. They don't listen. You can make a suggestion, and they don't listen. And and that's the sad part about it. Hey, what's more important, your relationship or YouTube? I told them the people gonna break y'all up. What happened? They broke up. What happened? Violence. Yeah, yeah. Let me tell you something. I ain't getting in no car with nobody who tried to assault me. That's a no go. That's a no go. Now, let me say this though. I've never been in a relationship where somebody tried to do that. I'm foreign to that life. Not to say I'm better than it. I'm foreign to that. I do not subscribe to people being physical. That's not my world. Now, if I have to defend myself, oh, I'm gonna defend myself. But the law is for the lawless, and that's all I'm gonna say about that, baby. I mean, and here go Castro, and this is why I look at Castro with the side eye. Baby, if somebody cracked me upside the head, the last thing I want to do is come on YouTube and show y'all. That's the last thing I want to do is show y'all. But these hoes don't even have that. They up there showing blood all streaming down, and I'm like, what are you doing? And then you're gonna go to the man to sew your head up. I don't, I don't get it. Maybe it's an Arkansas thing. We just don't understand. Okay, I don't know. That's crazy. That's crazy work to me. Anyway, I'm gonna drop this link. Ooh, this traffic is bad. I'm gonna drop this link. Um, yeah. So again, you all, pizza over there yelling and screaming like she don't know Jesus is her personal savior. She up there talking about something. You ain't no pastor. No, I'm pastor, not pastor. Mm-mm. And as far as me being a man of God, you use wisdom. And so, yeah. So you can't put that little mantle upon me. Go do that to your people, pizza. You're not that smart, sis. You're not that smart. You really aren't. And for the mere fact you're doing all that yelling and screaming, so, well, something is wrong with you. I believe you got anger issues, and I believe you need to go talk to a therapist too, because you got anger issues, and this is why you probably can't keep no job, because your emotional intelligence is of zero, -1. I mean, really, and just ghetto and just bangy, bangy, Miss Vangy, Vangy, just as janky and ratchet, and that's why that frenemy sector didn't work. You can't even control your own life, trying to control other people, and that's why that shit didn't work. You know what? I just say this, you all. There's safety in wise counsel, and nothing that I told Miss Catherine was wrong. and I told her from a good place. Um, Now I'm stepping back because according to what ZX put out, according to what Karen said, and Karen was the lady who came on, Catherine is not mentally well at this time. According to what the church officials told DX and what Karen came on to say. And I'm not um I'm not demonizing Miss Catherine. Now Miss Catherine says she's just fine and she don't have no issue. And either way, if Catherine is telling the truth, I'm going to say it again. Go to a therapist so you can get documentation of your mental anguish that the church has caused. Get a lawyer, get law enforcement involved if needed, and find a investigative reporter who would be interested in taking your story. Because it seems like you really want to tell a story, but I'm going to say this, Catherine, before you get that investigative reporter, that story has to be a little bit more linear because right now it's circular. So that's it. That's what I got to tell Catherine because everything that Catherine has told me about why she's upset is intellectual property. He stole my idea. He stole my book. This church, that was my baby. That's what we did. That's what I'm hearing. So I'm like, well, Catherine, you should be suing for intellectual property. No, no, it's not intellectual property. Well, then, girl, what is it? Because that's what you're saying. And if there's more to it, then what is more? Because you're not telling something. You're saying that you didn't have any sexual relationship with this man. But now the girls are saying you ain't never had no relationship with the man because you ain't never met with the man. So now it seems like it's bordering on, according to Miss Karen, obsession. And one thing I do notice, or did notice, that when Miss Catherine was getting upset about the situation, it bothered me when she said that I will expose the ministerial staff of those living on the DL. And I'm like, okay, but did those people do anything to you? So you're willing to burn the whole house down because you have a issue with this one man whom you've never met, but you're willing to expose other people to get back at him. And this is when I'm like, is this really of God? Is that what God wants you to do? I'm going to ride and live with you, but I ain't riding down with nobody. And I've said that as well. And maybe some people don't like that, but nope. This is why I don't get entangled with these alliances and these groups and stuff because nope. I like Catherine a whole lot. Just because I like you a whole lot, that don't mean that I got to give you money. I like you a whole lot, but I am not social services. And let me say this, Catherine, I like you, but it seems like you know a lot about Philadelphia. I don't. I don't know about Texas, but in Philadelphia, Catherine, you know everything about everything. So my thing is, if you homeless, then you know how to get housed because you know almost everything in Philadelphia. You know about the law, you know about supply and demand, you know about supply chain management, you know all of that. You just a wealth of knowledge when it comes to Philadelphia. I don't know nothing about no Philadelphia. You know how to get assistance because when people come up here, You said, I don't know about in Texas, but in Philadelphia, and then you tell people how to get assistance. So you know a lot about Philadelphia. I don't. And with that wealth of knowledge that you have, I know you can maneuver through this. Because I don't know about in Philadelphia, but in Texas, if I have issues, I know where I can go. But now all of a sudden, Catherine don't know nothing. Jay Wilson, you weren't there for her. No, no. Jay Wilson is there to say, Catherine, back up off of this. Catherine, be careful. Baby, don't have these girls getting you caught up. And see, when you don't care what people think about you, but because you come on and do your show, you just do your show. And it's not even being cold. But people have been taking people's issues that are not their issues. People have been taking receipts to purchases that they didn't buy. And I don't do that. And if God led, what's her name, Pizza to give money, then that's great. But what you do, Pizza, is not what I'm led to do. And if I ain't led to do it, I ain't doing it. And I don't care what you say. Don't have any bearing on me whatsoever. All that yelling you doing, and all that is, you all, is hoopla. So people, I guess, will be upset with me. And again, it's always a narrative. Let me see how I can play this. So I'm gonna get on and yell and talk about something. You ain't no pastor and all of that. And I'm just sitting back there laughing. Because you're right, I'm not a pastor. I'm a pastor, not a pastor. I'm a pastor. And that's for entertainment purposes. But Pizza, since you're so invested, go on fly to Philadelphia and spend some time with Miss Catherine. She loved Miss Catherine so much now. Ooh, her and Miss Catherine is besties. She done raised a little money for Miss Catherine now, and ooh, they best friends. Go on over there and fly to Philadelphia. Go on to Delilah's in the Reading Market. Go on over there, Bazaar. Go lay hands on her and pray for the sick. And I don't have a problem with Miss Catherine. I really don't. But I know the games y'all play. And I don't work over here. But I know you got out your body. I know you got out your body this morning at the Miss O's channel. I'm like, ooh, look at her. And ooh, it was, and then here come Rico, that hot hoe up in that house sweating. I'm like, ooh, look at Miss Rico, honey. She thought she was killing it. I agree. I agree. I agree. Oh my God. Jet, you feel so insignificant. You feel so less than. And that's in your own head. And now we find out that you're jealous of Triple Red. And you are jealous of that man. You really, y'all, this lemon thing got these people in their feelings. Because Triple Red X got the advantage over Lemon. Triple Red X, the gay man, showed out Lemon. And now people are mad. And Lemon has been doing stuff to people for years. But now when it's his time to take his medicine, everybody get mad. And when you can see the haters, honey, these gays be hating. Ooh, when it's a new gay in town, ooh, the gays get real upset. We even had an ex-gay said, I had him first. Come on, I had him first. That's a song. Ain't that the song, I had him first? Didn't somebody make a song called I Had Him First? And then Stephon said he had him in a position. I'm like, what position you had him in? Huh? Baby, I had him first. Baby, these girls is really twisted. Triple Red, how do you look? You must got it going on. Because these hoes is mad, honey. Who these hoes is mad? Woo! I had a first. I'm like, did you? Did you? Ha! Did you? Baby Stephen came over here, honey, and it was like, I got something to say about this triple red egg. I'm like, okay. I had a first. I said, my God, today. Okay, let me see what y'all saying though, because I'm driving. Miss Catherine, I hope she, I think Catherine is gonna make it. I just, but if you do it on YouTube, it is what it is. And let me say this: it's really tough for Catherine because a lot of people don't like Catherine already, and I find it very odd that some of the main people who don't care for Catherine and always have to say stuff about Catherine, they always talk about her head and her hair and all of those people now they cool with Miss Catherine because again they want Miss Catherine to really come after Jay Wilson, and it's fine. I've seen it before. This is why I'm like, hey, it ain't no friends on YouTube, but they will befriend you, so you will unfriend or have issues with other people. It's the biggest play in the YouTube sector. We see it all the time. You see it all the time. So again, I look at these people and what they said and all of the things that they do, and now all of a sudden they Mother Teresa, honey. They it's Mother Teresa over there. They Florence Nightingale, honey. They saving the people, honey. They raise a little offering, and baby, they think they Meals on Wheels over there. Yeah, we see you. We see you. We see you quite well, and ain't nobody moved. So I hope Miss Catherine is okay too. Let me see. Let me see what y'all saying. Hold on, y'all. I gotta make a turn. I like her. I sincerely hope. I hope she's well too. How can federal workers help Catherine when she is? Okay, I don't know nothing about that. Don't forget, she called TRX her husband. My. I'm reading y'all comments. Is that your boyfriend? He wasn't last night. The other one is the boy is mine. Okay, Bunky. Lemon don't even care. Lemon, baby, I know he don't care, and I don't care either. That's why I'm talking about it. Yeah, I don't care either. It's just commentary. It is what it is. But baby, hey, the boys is mad, and the boys is fighting. The boys want the attention. Lemon was mine first, according to one content creator. Where did the offering come in? I don't even know because I can't tell you. I don't go over there and watch. So I guess she gave. I guess they may gave an offering to Catherine or something, and so I guess that's what they did. And now she's feeling some kind of way about it. She's feeling real good about herself, patting herself on the back. I'm like, well, congratulations. Lemon tell KRN he will call him again and again. Oh, okay, it's a bit. See, we know you like Lemon, but baby, Trooper Red did that, and again, it was funny to me. We know you like Lemon, but Lemon got squeezed. Yes, he did. He got a little squeezed, got squozen. Ooh. So we saw it. Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna drop my link. I ain't mad. And I ain't mad at Lemon. Lemon making it pop. I hope he just keep his channels. That's my prayer. Keep your channels, boo. Keep your channels. Ooh, this sun. Hold on, y'all. All right, let me go ahead and drop this link just in case somebody want to say something. And shout out to D Miss O for not falling for the okie doke. Because baby J Dunn was really trying to make you go there this morning. And D Miss O said, Pastor do that all the time. He do that all the time. And she's right. I don't have a specific time when I go on. Well, yes, I do. I usually try to go on after World News Tonight. I usually try to go on during that time, during World News Tonight. So, yeah. But here comes J Dunn trying to start mess. Again, she lived for strife. She's not a peacemaker. She's a strife starter. And she really tried to start some stuff with D Miss O. I was laughing. But D Miss O, just to let you know, baby. Now, I didn't know you were on, D Miss O, and you know when I usually come on. So, no big whoop. J Dunn. Whenever I was. That's her name, whenever I was. So what else is going on in the beef sector? The biggest thing is Catherine. And I said, and I mean it, that Catherine is more than welcome to come on this platform. But I will not talk about Enon Baptist Church or Enon Christian Center or whatever they call it. I am not talking about Pastor Waller or whatever his name is. I'm not doing that because I don't think it's beneficial for you. Now, D Miss O can talk about it. Pizza can talk about it. Ness can talk about it on the platform. They can let her do an interview again and go through the story. I'm done with it. Catherine can come and talk about anything except those things. That's it. Let me tell you something. D Miss O and I are cool. I have no problem with D Miss O. D Miss O, I support D Miss O in her endeavors. I think that she does wonderful interviews. I'm enjoying the court show. I enjoy how she let people do what they need to do on her platform. I just came on because I needed to come on. And if I'm not mistaken, somebody was talking about me, so can I not come on? The girls hit me up. I got a phone call, and people was like, what they doing over there to Catherine is awful. And they were telling me, and no, I'm not going over there to watch because I don't go over there and watch that trash. I don't go over there and watch that trash. So, yeah. Hold on for a minute, y'all. We got a person who I guess needs some attention today. Give me a minute. Let me put my little banner up because you know people be doing a lot of things. Hello?
What's going on, Jay Wilson? Good morning.
Hey, you sound like you're in a car.
Oh, I'm not. Can you hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you now. What's going on?
No, I was needed to ask you something. I have a friend that is so. Oh, can I come back? Because I can hear an echo.
Hold on. Stay right there. Give me a minute.
Okay, go ahead. You said you had a friend. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, that's better. Okay, so I have a friend, and she's really dear to me, and She heard some things that I said on my YouTube channel about her, but it wasn't in a way that I was dissing her. It was my feelings on how I thought that. It was my feelings on how. Well, I felt that she was kind of liking on me in a way, and I said that, and she heard about that. And me and her, we haven't really been talking. We have texts, and I apologize because I didn't want to offend her, and I wonder why she won't call me. I want to hear her voice, and I'm not able to hear her voice because she has not really reached out to call me. Now she has sent me a text here and there, but I want to talk to you. This is my best friend, my best female friend, and I don't know why she's not willing to talk to me.
But
And
what
I,
did
I
you
thought,
say about her?
well, I felt like she was liking on me, you know, like she wanted me to be her man.
Mm. And she on
And
YouTube or she off of YouTube?
she's off of YouTube.
Okay. And so how
She's
did
off.
she hear this?
She saw a video that I made when I was talking to another content creator, and she heard some things, before a lot of stuff went down, and she said she didn't like that, and
Well,
she
how
told
did
me.
she know it was you? Did you say her name?
I didn't say her name. I didn't call her out her name. I
Mm.
just said sometimes I feel like some of my female friends, they start to like me, but they start to like me more than a friend. And it's always females.
Okay
It's
then.
always.
Well, maybe God trying to deliver you. Maybe that's where you need to go.
Well, I don't want to be a friend like that to them in that type of way, where we sleeping with each other. I don't want to be that type of guy. But I would hope that they can, just know that, hey, I want to be your friend. I don't want to be your boyfriend.
So do you let them know at the beginning? Do you tell them up front? Do you tell them about yourself?
Oh, they know I'm gay. They
Okay.
said that's really how we became, kind of cool because I was very, down to earth, and they was willing to just, give me a chance, because a lot of folks in my life, they don't really give me a chance. They think I'm weird and crazy and just off. But
Why
for
they
the
think you weird and crazy and off?
I don't know, maybe it's my personality.
Oh.
I do suffer from ADHD, so therefore sometimes I do have moments where I'm a little, I'm a little much. You guys see it on here sometimes, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning to, pull back and control that so I don't lose people away from around me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
But
So
but do you?
so she's not talking to you now and she's not texting you. Okay.
She has sent out a text, but it's like it's rare. It's like every blue moon, and it's been like weeks. Like I really want to call, but I don't know if she's going to answer. And if she doesn't answer, that'll really hurt my feelings a little bit, because I feel like, are you willing to even try to make our friendship work? We have been knowing each other for damn near about 10 years now, and just to throw it all away over something that I said on my channel, I think it's kind of like, it's not worth it. It's really not worth it,
So
because I.
Kwani has a question. She said, "Why didn't you say that to her instead of putting the info on social media, Castro?" So I think Kwani has a good question.
Well, I didn't want to. I didn't. I think I didn't have the balls to say it to her. I didn't have the balls to say it to her. I didn't, because I didn't want her to feel like I'm feeling like she's liking on me, in a way that she has told me that she doesn't like men that like men, but I didn't want to tell her that I thought she liked men, that like men, which is me. I didn't want to tell her that because
Well, what gave you the what made you think that she liked you? What did she say? Did she say anything? Did she do anything?
it's
Did
the
she
whole.
did she ask to sleep with you? I'm just yeah.
Well, sometimes you can read energy, and it's like, you calling me, and then you get mad when I don't answer, when I don't respond back in time, or if I miss a call. Those are like signs for me as a man. It's like, if you're dealing with, sometimes when you deal with women
But
that make
there's some friends like that. I have friends like that, and I have to let them know that, hey, I have XYZ, so I have female friends that do that, but I don't think that it's that. They may have something really important to talk about, or yeah. But so that happens a lot. Not all, but some women are very emotional. They like a connection. They like, and unlike some men who can be very distant, you know, my male friends, I could talk to them once a month. We good. Or we
Yeah.
can talk once a week. But some females, not all, but some, they want to make sure you're okay and they want to have that connection. And it's not always because they're trying to get with you.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know that because I mean I thought that it was like that, so therefore I was wrong. Okay. So
You
therefore I
could
was
have
looking at it.
been. I mean,
I
but
was
why don't you
looking
call her and say, hey, maybe I misread this because I have a lot of female friends and I know that they're not trying to get with me. But some of them really like for you to answer their calls because that's how some of them are. Not to say all, that's why I'm just saying, and that's my experience.
hmm
But yeah, because, it could piss somebody off. And my thing is, if you want to know, ask.
Right.
I mean, all you had to do was ask and say, hey, you know, am I reading this wrong or XYZ? And yeah, but if she's really your friend, you all will resolve it. But Castro, I can understand now for her part, I can understand her kind of backing away and backing off because even if she did like you, why say it? And again, she must have known it was her because, and she was right because she's backed off. So my thing is maybe you need to talk with her and maybe there is an apology that's needed because maybe you just misread her and you're talking about some energy, but maybe the energy is, hey, I want to make sure you're okay. I want to make sure everything is all right. If we're friends, because again, even as a friend, you still have a relationship and it's not sexual. It's not, I'm trying to get with you. If the lady says she don't like men who like men, then I believe her until something happens. I see if she tried to grab your crotch or tried to kiss you or start talking sexy to you. And that would be a good indication that no, what you're saying is incongruent to what you're doing. But did she ever do that to you? Did she ever try to grab you or come on to you sexually?
No, she has never ever even made a gesture towards me like in that way.
Okay.
I just always thought it was about, from an emotional standpoint, I didn't understand that because me being a guy and she being a woman, I'm thinking that is there some attraction there, and when you look at me or when you talk to me, like are you feeling like I'm a man that you really want to be with, but you are dealing with men that you would hope that could be like me, but you're having trouble finding them, and I think she really gravitated towards me because at a time she was having trouble trying to find a mate. And I was someone that she can always talk to. I mean, we done cried on the phone together. We done had our ups and downs with each other. Me and her, we done got into it because
Hmm.
I was spending time with my male, with my male friends, and when it comes to my male friends, I feel like, if I send them, if I call them, if I send them a text and they may not answer back, we're good. I mean, it's something how it's different when it comes to men and women. I mean, I wish some women can be like that, be like, hey, if I miss your call, it's all right. I call you. I know you'll call me back, or I'll send you a text back. It's no animosity, But I guess everybody's different, and I
Yeah,
understand that.
I have a female friend and she knows that I have a partner. And sometimes it's a little frustrating because if he calls, that takes priority. Hey, this is XYZ calling me. I'll call you back. And sometimes that don't settle well, but you know, it is what it is because you got to put that you got to put the shoe on your foot. If you had a spouse or a mate, I'm gonna understand. But Castro, if you all did all of that crying and talking together and stuff, that's a relationship. and and um and I'm not saying it's a relationship where you all are together, but it's a relationship. So I can understand her kind of feeling a kind of way because maybe she was going through something.
Yeah.
But I think you really need to talk to her and straighten that out. And if she's your friend, then it will be mended. But, I mean, yeah, Castro, because I think you may have misread that.
But see, now I'm gonna be really, really honest. I'm really feeling like maybe we. I don't know if we are friends now because it's like we barely even talk.
Well,
You
how
know,
would you know if you never reach out to her? And so my thing is,
well,
you gotta.
I don't feel like I should reach out. I feel like she should reach out to me and call me.
No, 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 no. You should reach out to her because you made the assumption, not her. You made the assumption. She heard it. Obviously, she was right because you're on here telling us about it. So you need to make it right because you assumed that she never, according to you, showed any signs where she was sexually or trying to get with you, but you assume because she wanted you to answer the phone that she has a crush or is interested in you. So I think that you need to reach out to her. And if you really want to salvage the friendship, then you should. And if you really don't care about it, then move on because that's what it sounded like to me. So if the friendship means something to you, then you should at least try to reach out and straighten it out. And if it's salvageable, then move on. If it's not salvageable, move on. But my thing is, obviously, you want to know because you're bringing it here. So, but you're the one who made the assumption. She didn't make the assumption, Castro. You made the assumption. So since you made the assumption, then you should clear it up. And this is what I say to you. You may be right, but how would you know if you don't ever call her and talk to her?
That's true. I have
I know
not.
somebody who liked me, and she admitted it. But she said, I would rather be your friend and keep the friendship than have this to happen and we're not friends. And today, I'm still friends with that person. And she's gone through a whole lot, but we're still friends. And this happened in 1999. 1999. No, 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 it didn't. It was even earlier. This happened in 1993-94. 1993-94. And we're still friends to this day. And I have seen her through a marriage and a divorce. And we are friends. And she admitted that she liked me, but didn't want to break the friendship.
Can I ask you this? Did she know about you, or did you let her know about how you felt? When
You
it
know,
comes
it's
to
really interesting because at the time, no, because, that was in 93. No, but then I did tell her about what was going on. And so we talked about it. And I'm gonna tell you, when I told my friends again, because I tell people at certain periods of time, people like, well, you ashamed? No, I'm not. But I did, and I told a lot of my friends, and my thing is, my friends are still my friends, and believe it or not, 3 of them really have strong feelings about same gender relationships.
wow,
They really do. But my thing is, I'm like, well, hey, if you want to be friends, because if you were friends before you knew, I'm still that same person. But
right,
we're still friends. And we have boundaries, and I respect their boundaries. They respect my boundaries, but we're still friends. And most of my friends I've had since the 90s or even earlier. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, I got good friends. So if something were to happen to me today, I know that all, not some, but all of my friends would come to make sure I'm okay.
right,
I mean, it's just not, and again, true friendship can go through difficult times. True friendship can go through difficult times. True friendship can go through difficult times because I didn't speak to one of my friends for a whole 2 months because of something, and then we just had that conversation. So
Mm.
I'm just saying, Castro, if the friendship is worth it, then go ahead and see what's going on and get that thing right. And if you are the cause of it, just be honest enough to say, okay, I misread that. I apologize. And I really didn't mean to hurt your feelings. And going forward, I will call you. I will talk to you about that. I mean, but you'll never know by avoiding the situation. You'll
Yeah,
never
and
know
I
by
feel
avoiding
like
the situation.
I may need to just go ahead and just be a big man, a big boy, and just go ahead and just reach out and just call, because all this texting, I don't want to, continue to do that. I want to hear your voice like we always would do it. We
Yeah,
would
you
sit on
can't
the phone
feel
for hours
nuance.
and hours.
You can't get inflections by a text. Text can be dangerous, and if you have to send more than 2 texts, then it is time to pick up the phone. Shout out to Brian. I see you, Brian. Good morning. Good morning. Have you done your morning walk? Have you done your morning sauna? Come on, Brian.
Oh,
Okay.
I got another thing to say too. You know how
Mhm.
you said when you told your friends about what it is. It's something how the people that I am cool with now, and some maybe a friend or associate. Before I decided to really just be me, I wasn't telling anybody, about my business. They treated me
Mhm.
different. But now in today's times, they are very, very accepting. And I'm like, wow, how come y'all couldn't accept me back then? Because y'all made me really feel really, really, really small. And it really hurt my feelings that you guys was treating me that way, because, well, they knew that I was gay, and I never just told them, but I
Well, they
never even,
always knew, but until you declared it, that's the problem. See, people always know. They talking behind your back. They
I,
already know. But then when you declare it, it becomes a problem. But this the thing, Castro. People gotta learn. People are ignorant. And what people don't know, they fear.
mm.
So now with the onslaught of more information, now people are more accepting.
Yeah. And I'm like, I wish they was accepting me a long time ago, because I'm still the same person. I know my boundaries. I'm not finna try to hit on you or start, lusting after you. I'm looking at you like a friend, like a brother. And I had a lot of these younger brothers that's around my peers was
Mhm.
acting very, very different towards me some years ago. And when I was in my 20s,
Mhm.
I'm like, oh my goodness, like dang, it's really like that,
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I still have love for these people. I care about them. I wish them the best. I just really wish they would have, liked me for who I really was if they knew about it. Hey, just accept me.
Mhm.
I'm just like everybody else in the
Yeah.
crew. And that really kind of hurt my feelings. But I have
Okay.
learned to get over that. Because
Okay.
you can't always continue to cry over things that you can't change.
Oh, you
You know.
can.
Mm-mm.
Brian said, I'm just getting off of work. Shady. No, Brian, I'm not being shady. You don't do the sauna no more? You don't do the sauna no more? I mean, didn't you used to do the sauna? I'm not being shady. I know you do your walks and I know you do the sauna. So I don't think how that's shady. Ooh, y'all so sensitive. But let me say this, Castro, about that. I did not have the issue with rejection. Because when you can do something for people, or when you have a talent, people don't bother you. When you are just as competitive as they don't bother you. And it's really interesting because I don't know. It's just, I never had that issue. So when I did so me and my mom had the conversation long time ago. It was no issue. It wasn't an issue. But I did tell my mother this. I said, now we have a problem. I will see you on Mother's Day, Christmas, and Easter, because I am not going to let you vicariously run my life. And me and my mom were cool, but I was very, very absolute with what I was going to do. My dad didn't have no problem. My dad said, as long as you don't ask me for no money, I don't give a damn. That's my daddy. And we ain't had no issue. My brothers and sisters, no issue. I took my partner to homecoming. Everybody was accepted. I never forget my mass communication professor, old Jewish guy, said that this is a good man and you treat him well. I was shocked. I'm like, what? So my family, my co-workers and colleagues, but I'm gonna tell you what, it's really interesting that a lot of people in the community have not met my partner. And I believe that I'm going to have to get them straight. I had a person call me because now I'm getting ready to share. See, y'all say I don't share, but I'm getting ready to share. I went over one of my friend's house, her parents' house rather. She's married. She has kids and stuff. I went over her parents' house, and I usually go to see people because, again, I like to visit people at home. I'm a very social person. So they started talking about their church, and then I guess they had a lesbian couple to come in, and they went in. And I said, well, I can't understand why y'all allowed me to play keyboard at your church and stuff. And I said, so you said I wouldn't be welcome there anymore? Because I said, I have a whole partner. And baby, you could hear a pin drop. And let me tell you something. It didn't make me comfortable. I wanted to make them uncomfortable. And it got real quiet. And I took my pictures with them and we played the part. And then my friend, I guess because I knew they called her, gonna call me. Now she goes to the Church of Christ. And I had to tell her, well, first of all, she told me of her experience, which I was like shocked. I'm like, what? She's married, 3 kids. So, I mean, I was shocked. But I told her, I'm like, I'm fine. I said, I'm fine. I have been with my partner for a long time. And I'm like, and I said, yeah. I said, and I've known the word. I said, I'm the one who ministered to you. I said, but you can either be my friend or not. And if this bothers you, then let this be our last phone call. Because what I'm not going to do is have to prove or argue with you about a life decision that I made. Because when you married your husband and he said he wanted to see other people, and I asked you how, but yet you still married him, I was still supportive of you. So I will not allow you to come in and question my decisions. And you know the sad part about Castro is I have not heard from her again.
She wasn't a friend.
But no, she was. She was. She was. But in time, she's going to have to realize that. And every time I come home, why didn't you get in contact with me? See, again, Castro, that's what you got to deal with. But I love my partner dearly. And I'm not going to let anybody disrespect him. And he's not going to let anybody disrespect me. Now, I will say this. He had to check his daddy. He had to check his father. And I'm going to share this. I'm sharing a little bit with y'all today. But I never forget that his dad was out of the hospital. And so while he recuperated, his dad stayed with him. And so the home health aide came over and he said, this is my son and his friend. And he said, oh no. He said, this is not my friend. This is my partner. Check his daddy right there. See, again, I don't have to go through all of that stuff with people, but that's what I'm talking about right there. Nobody's going to disrespect him, and he's not going to allow anybody to disrespect me. And that goes for friends. That goes for friends or anybody else. And so that's what I have to say, Castro. If people are your friend, they may be your friend, Castro. And again, people may have to come around. They may never come around, but that's not your issue. And I mean, I told her, and let me tell you how people are. Let me tell you how people are, which is really bad. This same person had a sister who had a baby out of wedlock. This person's sister had graduated school, finished a master's degree, had a high-paying job. And she was judging her sister. I'm like, your sister is grown. And it seems like you're trying to run her life. She's grown. She finished school. She has a career. And maybe she didn't want no husband. Her path and your path are not the same. And if that's what the path she want to take, let her take it. And she got mad at me because of that and said, well, you don't sound like you saved. And I'm like, saved and salvation don't have nothing to do with this.
Exactly.
I said, your sister's going to have to answer to God, not you. And my thing is, yeah, I'm like, you act like your sister is a criminal. And I'm like, if that's what you do, and that's when it clicked on to me that if you do your sister like that, then this is why you can say what you say to me. Because again, you know where it all goes back to, Castro?
Mm-hmm.
The mama and daddy. And this is why I love my mom and dad. But some things you have to unlearn. Some things you have to unlearn because it's not healthy.
Right.
You know, I mean, they raised a good daughter because she didn't do something they liked. And let me throw this at you. The mama and daddy got married because the mama got pregnant.
Mm. Out of wedlock.
Out of wedlock. So a lot of this stuff is nothing but projection. Period.
Yep. The cycle repeats itself.
Yeah, Hershey, I don't care about, let me say this, Hershey. I am talking to Castro. I don't go over and watch Ness. I don't care what Ness is saying. I really don't. I just wish her the best. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care. I don't watch her. So out of sight, out of mind to me. Again, y'all want me to fight with folk. Can I tell y'all I really don't care? I really don't. So Castro clicked on the link. Castro and I are having a conversation. So please don't interrupt it with what Ness got to say. I don't really care. I find what Castro and I are talking about more interesting than what Ness is trying to do. So anyway, Castro, so are you going to call your friend? Are you going to talk to her to see how you all can recommend and do this?
I'm going to give it some time to do that, but I really wish that sometimes I can get checked on because I'm always the one when it comes to a lot of people that I may know and be cool with, well, I would say people that's in the flesh around me. I'm always reaching out to them, and I need sometimes people, I need that same, energy, brought back to me. So that's why I said that like that, because I feel like, hey, can you see how I'm doing? Call me, you know my number, I'm not,
But
and you see
Castro,
Facebook.
be the grown person in the relationship. I mean, my thing is, you may, Castro, have been the cause of this because you
I will.
assumed it. So if you assumed it, take ownership of it. And my thing is, hey, I mean, so how did you even know that she felt that way? Did she tell you? Did she call you? How did you know?
Well, I was just going off of what I was feeling from her, and I was thinking like, man, I'm just like, are you really wanting me? Well, I mean, are you really wanting my attention that bad? If I may just be wanting to have a little moment to myself, and all of a sudden here come you calling, I
But
pick
did
up,
you did
think
you
my
did
bad.
you confirm that with her, or did you just assume that?
I assumed it.
Well, Castro, you can't assume it. So why don't you go ahead and find out? Because you are basing this on assumption. It could have been something else. You
But
just don't
usually I'm
know.
always right. But usually I'm really right in certain areas. I
Well,
am not.
if you right, then prove yourself right and call
Well,
and find out.
okay, I call. I call. But it's gonna be so awkward though, because we haven't talked in a long time. We haven't talked to each other, physically on the phone in a long time. It's like, man, I can't believe that we have gotten here. I mean, we don't had moments where we have stopped speaking to each other, and for a few months, and we
Well,
got back on.
obviously, it's something that's wrong. Obviously, she feels some kind of way, Castro. And so, my thing is, do you think that I am incorrect in telling you to give her a call? Because obviously, it has affected her. And it may be something really deep if she ain't reaching out to you. So obviously, there's something wrong.
But sometimes I'm gonna be honest. It makes me feel like what I said it may have been true, because I mean, if it wasn't true, you will be woman enough and call me, But
No,
like
but
you
but
said,
Castro, if you said it,
so
then own it. Because again, you are assuming that. But my thing is, she didn't say it. You said it. So why
I,
don't you rectify the situation? I mean, you're putting it on her, but you may have been the offender. And if you may have been the offender, then just get it right.
I will. I'm gonna try my best to call her, and I hope she picks the phone. If she doesn't, I'll just give it some time because I did give it some time after she may have heard my video, and I probably should never even send her a video because that really that messed everything up. It messed everything up. Because I really I wasn't I wanted to be transparent with my audience, but I didn't think that it was gonna hurt her feelings to the point where I was being honest at that time, and that's how I felt. And I would hope that she will understand that I do apologize. I didn't call her out of name. I didn't call her no B's, no hoes, none of that. I respect her. I love her. She's like another sister of mine.
Well, that's what you should be
And I
telling her. What you telling me right now, that's what you should be telling her. Period. I mean, because at the end of the day, yeah, at the end of the day, Castro, is the friendship worth it? And my thing is this too, Castro. This is what I say about the social media thing. Even even with stuff like this, you got to be extremely careful because obviously she felt it was her, and you might have been right on that, but then it may not have been that, and maybe she's offended that you even thought that, or maybe you're right and she's embarrassed. But at any rate, Castro, you didn't say her name, but you still put that out there and it kind of made it public. So maybe you were right and it was embarrassing to her. Maybe you were wrong and now she's pissed. But either way, you put something out there that she may have thought was private. And it's like you're putting our relationship on YouTube.
well, well, I mean, I understand that. I do understand that. I really feel like I just because I may talk about something, I'm not throwing it all the way out there, about it, about what we got going on, I am pertaining to. I'm just giving you giving the viewers a little bits and pieces of what I'm dealing with in my life, and I didn't think that would affect her, and I'm gonna ask her like what you just said, did that offend you by me expressing how I felt to the world about how you came off to me, you know? I'm gonna ask her that because I never asked her that at all.
Castro, I'm sorry. Give me a quick minute. I'm on the phone. Give me a quick minute, Castro.
All right.
Okay, Castro, I'm so sorry. I'm a Uber dispatcher, so I had to make sure that I was dispatching because I'm gonna have to go drive in a few minutes because I'm driving that Uber and Lyft.
It's all right. It's all right. Look, look. If you're around Arkansas, you may kind of have to take me to a appointment somewhere
Okay,
around
now.
here. I ain't gonna lie.
So, what do you think about this thing with Lemon and Triple Red? Did you hear Stefan yesterday? Stefan came on and he was really coming for Triple Red. And then he said, well, I had Lemon first. and I had him in a position. So it was like, okay, and then you have Rico really coming after Triple Red, and it's almost like they are envious or having some low T hate on Triple Red because of the lemon situation. But what do you think about that, Castro?
Well, I think these boys are well, these men are just being men. I don't really feel like it's really anything there. I mean, they may have. I think they. What I really truly feel, I think these guys are just kind of irritated with each other. So therefore, they're gonna go to the deep end. But I like Rico, and I know he don't have nothing to do with this. But I really feel like it's really not that
Well,
big of
you
a deal.
like Rico, but Rico has really been coming for Triple Red. And I'm like, why are you doing that? And then if you didn't hear him, but Rico was like, I know you articulating all of this. And I'm like, what I got to do with this? And so
Well,
it's really coming off as hate train. I'm like, why?
I don't think nobody's saying though. I mean, when you are in battle, Jay Wilson, you're gonna say certain
But
things.
let me say this. Why are they in battle with this man? Because again, Rico admitted that he didn't know Triple Red X. So why be in battle with somebody who you've never been in battle with? And the same thing with Stefan. So why? I mean, see, that's the thing. It doesn't make any sense. I don't
So
have a problem with what happened. And again, I'm looking at it like long term. I mean, so I'm just like, why all of this smoke?
well, do
And
you
then
do you?
why is somebody gonna say I had them first? And you
Mm.
supposed to be delivered and set free, and you ain't gay no more, but you had them first.
Well, he may mean that in a way that he was talking to him first. I don't think
Mm,
like, oh,
mm,
we done did something. You know, it just could have been
mm.
that.
Okay,
It could
okay.
have been that to me. I mean, I don't. I mean, I really don't think that Stefan likes tricks in that way. I don't, think that it's
Gen
like
X said the fact that they keep talking about this way of speaking, I think it bothers. I think you're right. It seems very hater. It's giving. I would have had your daddy, but your mama was player hating. I'm like, oh my god. Ugh. But Castro said he don't think it's that way.
I don't.
Okay.
I mean, it's just like like when we may go off on a woman sometimes. I mean, it's in a way that we want to kind of like sleep with them, but we can't get to them. So therefore we got to take it out on them. It's not in that way. If we feel look, if we feel disrespected, we just gonna have to go off on each other. She gonna cuss me out. I'm gonna cuss her out, but I don't want her in that way. That's what I'm getting off of it. Honestly.
Really? Mm,
Yes. Yes.
okay. I'm just listening. It's just really interesting. With all of this stuff. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Oh, that's good. That's good. But I didn't get that email yet. Okay. I'm sorry.
Jay Wilson, this is great media training because I love it. And whenever I make it big, you are giving me the preps. Okay.
Oh no, no,
I
no, no,
love
no, 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 Castro, because baby, I'm trying to copy off of Pizarro because baby, she has the blueprint. But
I love
yeah,
it.
yeah, because I don't have no talent, Castro, according to the folk, baby. I'm copying off of folk and shit. But to those people who are waiting for my email, I did not get it out, and I do apologize. But again, I have a relative that's going to the military, and because I live in San Antonio, I agreed to host him until basic training. So yeah, so I got some things going on myself. So, but take it to my head, not to my heart. But I'm glad you mentioned that because I do have 3 people that I will be sending an email to, and I'll probably do it within a couple of hours to let them know because I am going to be sending a StreamYard so we can start and get to know each other and we'll go through that. I don't want to know your personal information. I don't want to know all of that stuff. I'll probably ask you how did you get into the beef sector and stuff like that. Because when people is somebody said, "Is he single?" Brian, he is single, but he's young. He's young, Brian. Brian trying to get the military benefits.
I hear you, Brian. Get it. Get
But
him.
yeah, but he is single. Yeah. But let me say this, you all. A lot of our young people are very naive, and I'm finding out that they do. I'm finding out because of social media and because of electronics and all of the stuff that they have, they are very socially awkward. And so it's a lot of teaching going on. It's a lot of teaching going on. And make sure people get off of social media. Like I come on, like I'm on right now. Um, but I usually come on when I'm going to work or I'm coming back from work and if I have some free time. But, you know, you got to get off of social media and you have to mingle with people. That's why I go to brunch. Um, there's a party that's getting ready to happen for the 4th. It's a party night where they're going to be playing spades and all of that stuff. So I'm going to go to that concert. And then again, I have friends. My partner has friends. They're all of our friends, but we do have friends, and so you gotta make sure you develop those relationships. And sometimes a lot of this media is not helping. So yeah. Why you expected to give Catherine a place to stay? You asked her yesterday if she was homeless, and I heard her say no. It's my opinion, baby. You know these girls are trying to make a big thing, but this is why you know all of this is a play. You know all of this is a play, and this is why I told Pizarro, if you're that concerned about Catherine, then go ahead and fly to Philadelphia and be with Catherine and help her out. You know what I'm saying? If you
You
really
know,
that concerned about her.
if I was Catherine, I'd just get off of here because I don't. I look. I would not want to make my situation even worse than what it already is. I think it's attention. Oh my goodness, somebody's seeking attention. If you ask me,
Well,
like
I don't know what it is, but I don't know. Um, oh, I forgot your name.
Castro.
Castro. I'm sorry about all of these O's. Pizarro, Castro, Resto,
Ooh,
all of these
get
O's.
old, boy. You get old.
Okay, I am old. I'm not getting. I am,
You're
but
still young at
um,
heart, though. You still young at heart.
yeah. But let me say this. I think that it really may be psychological. And again, some of the attention seeking may be psychological, and any attention is better than none. And I think a lot of people look at that. Any attention is better than no attention. And this is why I think that some of our YouTubers do what they do, because whether this comes off good or bad, people are talking about it and I'm going to get attention. So I think that, and I'm not saying that's Catherine's case, but I do think that um, I think that she really needs to take a rest or take a break because a lot of things are going on. And if nothing else, but for her health, because I don't think it's healthy when you're trying to get well to be on YouTube. Because,
Exactly. Why is she on YouTube and she has health issues? If you got health issues, you should not be on this app. Like anytime I was going through whatever I was going through at the time, I was not trying to say, "Oh, let me go live and let you guys know what's going on." No, hell no. We gonna fix that shit on the back end. We ain't got to get on here and be
well,
like, "Oh, well,
but
hey, you
now,
guys, it's what it is." Hey, no, we ain't doing that.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
but
Can't change.
that's why I look at your YouTube friend with a side eye, because we don't need to be at your doctor's appointments. Why are you taking people to your doctor's appointments? That's you are violating your privacy. And I just think that it's like and then we talk about it and folk get mad. But my thing is, don't put it out there. Brian, now I'm gonna tell you, Brian, me and Brian, because Brian be dragging me and stuff, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I mean, because Brian, feel kind of way, but he is slowly admitting that you know JB spitting truth, and I don't think I know everything. I don't know everything, but I do know how these people operate, and if you give them your energy, they're going to suck it dry. If you give them the time of day and go back and forth with them, they eat that up. They love that. Now, I say this, if you come to me respectful, I'll come to you respectful. Am I going to be shady? Hell yeah, I'm going to be shady. It's YouTube, it's the beef sector. But for the most part, if you give me conversation, you'll get it back. If you give me rah rah, either I'm going to give you rah rah or I'm just going to put you on mute and drop you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just that simple. And Brian said, hey, it works. I'm not giving people my energy. And you can't. You really can't. So when people telling me that Ness is doing that, honey, she's doing it by herself because I'm not in participation with that. And I don't feel the need to go over there and watch her because I can do my own entertainment. And as you can see, yeah, I don't have 500 people in the room, but I have enough people to make my coin for the month.
But Jay Wilson, I think that's old beef sector though. You going to
Well,
hear what she has to say because I
oh
like
yeah.
her. I think that's old beef sector right there.
Well, it is, but I don't really care. At old beef sector, we had to do that because it was you had to you had to upload your stuff. So again, that's what we did. But now the OGs, as we say, we don't have to prove anything. We've done all of this. So if we want to just cruise and not do anything and just come on and just talk and move on, we can do that. I mean, I don't have to do another trip because I done did about 2, 3 trips and did all of these meet and greets, and these people haven't done anything. And what they have done was mediocre and piss poor and subpar. So again, I just look at it and laugh because even though we did go on a Carnival cruise ship, it was what people could afford. But I tell you what, we went. Some people haven't even been on a ferry boat, so much less a cruise ship. Not to put anybody down, but I'm just saying you can't criticize a content creator who's done it and you haven't done anything. That's the biggest thing. That's the takeaway. So when I hear pizza screaming and hollering and all of that stuff, I'm like, but you haven't done anything. You haven't met with your people. You haven't done a cruise and so on and so forth. And the thing is, I have met the people, Castro. So you ain't do that. You scared to meet your people. You paranoid because obviously you may look crazy. And let me say this too, pizza, you ain't slick, girl. You fat. You fat and you got big titties because you just admitted it and you're trying to downplay it just in case somebody really does meet you. But I don't have that problem because I have actually physically met people, truly. And nobody ain't ever said I was ugly or stank, dude.
But you know what, I really believe that some of these folks, they may have done these things, but we have not. We don't know. We have not seen them because they don't want to show everything. And you got to respect that too, as well.
Well, I
Sometimes.
respect that, but don't come for me. Again, you don't have that aspect. And because you are afraid and of course because people really don't like you and you really talk a lot of mess and you're afraid that if they get a hold of you it's going to be a mess. But unfortunately, and I'm just saying, there are some pros and cons, but the pros of it is you do get to meet your people, you do get to connect with people, and I think that's the pro. But when you are avatar, you're afraid to meet with your people because they may see who you are, and now it's so much mystery built around it. Somebody gonna take a picture. I don't care if people take a picture of me because I've taken pictures with people. We were on the cruise ship together. We did the Labor Day event together. We went to the National Harbor together. So we've done some stuff. I didn't have a problem meeting Dory. And again, I met Dory in person. I met Really BTV in person. I met a lot of people in person. I mean, and Rebel in person. I just met a whole lot of folks. So I don't have a problem with meeting people, but some people I don't want to meet. I didn't want to meet ZT. For what? Why am I going to meet you?
I know
And
that's right.
it wasn't because I was afraid, but I could really see Mark popping him in his jaw because he would do something disrespectful. So I didn't want that. And why am I meeting you? I'm not trying to date you, and you're not a content creator that I wanted to be around. So some content creators I don't want to meet.
Oh, Jay Wilson. So Mark is a fighter.
All I would say is, yeah, we would have, yeah, no.
Oh, oh,
And
I would love
why
that.
would I want to meet you now? It's really funny though, because I met my classmate. She came, she was going to California. She's a comedian and an actress. So she stopped by the suite to see me, and we had a good time. We took pictures. And so I was meeting people there, but I didn't want to meet ZT. And for the mere fact that he was at the hotel lobby, I'm like, what is you crazy? And then the slant was, oh, you scared of me. Well, why am I gonna fight you? I'm not scared of anybody. But
Mm.
I didn't really want to meet you. And so yeah, it's a lot of content creators I don't want to meet. So
And I'm so glad. Look, I'm so glad that you did not meet up with him because that nigga is unpredictable. Like you don't know how you're gonna have to come at him because I'm like Mark. Shit, look. If you knock, I'm a buck. I'm gonna buck real hard on your ass. Have to pick if I have to pick up something. I'm short, so if I have to pick up a pen or a pot or glass, anything, you gonna get it.
okay,
Mhm.
well, it wouldn't have been no pickup. It would have been straight to the face.
I
And
know it's
again, it is what it is. Hey, D Miss O, let me say this to D Miss O. D Miss O, the girls were doing their best this morning to have you come at me. Ooh, they was doing. Hold on for a minute, Castro.
right. Jay Wilson, before you come back, I gotta tell you, had me rolling when you was driving in your car on the freeway and somebody tried to do something. I don't know if they tried to merge in your lane or she was driving some type of way. But you was driving, you was talking to her, and you was like, "Hold, do you want me to do it?" Boy, you had me rolling. I don't know, do you remember that or not? You had me rolling on
Oh,
that one.
that was 2 days ago. I remember it. I'm sorry. So I just found out that somebody will be packing their stuff to get ready for basic training next week. Thank you, Jesus. Ooh, thank you, Jesus. Okay.
But you had me
Um,
rolling, Jay.
well, yeah, the lady got behind me, and then I saw her make a hand gesture. I don't play that shit. I don't know why people think that I'm not that dude. I'm not that dude. I do not fuck around with people. I'm serious. I'm nice, but I don't play that junk. But anyway, yeah, I said exactly what I said, and I was waiting for her to get or him to get close to my car because I was getting ready to give him the angry black man. I'm gonna kick your ass look, and you better keep moving. I was getting ready to do that. Sure was. Oh, but let me get back to D Miss O. Let me get back to D Miss O Castro. So
Okay,
D
I'm
Miss
going to
O,
be
baby, they was trying to be messy this morning. But D Miss O, let me say this while I got you here. D Miss O, I didn't even know you were on. Number one. D Miss O, you know I usually go on after World News Tonight with David Muir. And so again, Demons O, if you would have came on and I would have been on, I wouldn't have been mad about it. So I know that over the road truck driver with chiclet teeth was trying to make something out of it. But I'm glad that you saw right through that. And Demons O was like, Pastor, always come on. Pastor, and you're right, Demons O. But again, this is what people do. But what got me, Miss O, when Pizarro came on and Jay Dunn went right after her, baby, they don't like me, but they don't like each other. Ooh, it was deep. And I'm telling you, and why is Pizarro so mad, Miss O? I mean, does she want an award because she gave Catherine some change? Okay, if you really want to do something, show us, Pizarro, go fly up to Philadelphia and get a hotel so what's her name, Catherine, can stay with you for a week. Okay, go ahead and raise some money to get a old nasty piece of hotel room so you can stay with Catherine for a week and you can help her out and help her navigate if you want to do something. But Demons, oh baby, I was rolling. Go ahead, Castro. I just had to let Demons O know that because the girls was trying to act up today.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had to go use the bathroom. I had to pay the water
Oh
bill.
no, 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 you didn't.
I did. I woke up, Jay Wilson.
My. Well,
Yes,
you didn't
indeed.
do it outside, did you? Because they know, they say you be peeing outside the window. I hope you didn't do that,
No,
because that's
I
what they
went
said.
to the bathroom like an adult. Yes,
Okay,
indeed.
okay. Then. I was just a little shade right there because.
No,
But my thing is, Castro, why you fighting with that person? Why can't y'all leave each other alone? I want you to stop fighting with him.
it's
Now,
not
just
about.
like
It's
I
not
told you
about.
about your friend. No, no, seriously. This is real serious. And then I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna let you say this. I promise I'm gonna shut up and let you talk. But just like you said with your friend, Castro, if you keep on seeing that the same thing is happening over and over and over and over again, then remove yourself from the situation. And it seems like you got friends, Castro, but I'm serious. You kind of got perturbed when I said, "Did y'all get with everybody in Little Rock?" Because it should be someone that is going to like you for you, or you going to kind of remove yourself from that because it's toxic. And now y'all back at it again. And so my thing is, what do you want? What's the end game, and what do you plan to do? Because it seems like whenever there is famine or scarcity, y'all find each y'all find y'all way back to each other again. And you got to figure out, why am I finding my way back to him, and what I need to do, because I want him to be good. I want to be good. I want everybody to be free. I don't want nobody to be incarcerated. What do you do, Castro? I'm going on mute.
Well, right now at this moment, I'm trying to focus on God and have a stronger relationship or a better relationship with God. And I'm trying to leave certain things behind. So therefore, I'm focusing on getting myself together with the Lord before it's too late. I don't have enough. I don't have
What does
enough
getting
time on my.
yourself together with the Lord look like? What does that look like? Because I hear you say that a lot. What does that look like? What
What
is
is
that like?
changing my walk and my talk.
Okay, so what does that look like? What does changing your walk and talk look like?
Like I just said. But it's all about really changing who you are, getting out of your fleshly ways, and walking into a new path.
Okay, so
In
what
life.
fleshly ways are keeping you from walking in your path? Because you said fleshly ways. So what
Well,
fleshly ways keep you?
we are human, so we do certain things. We all sin, so we gotta start not we gotta start unsinning. You
Well,
don't
I'm
have
gonna
to.
tell you that my fleshly way is leaving that Stella Rosa and that juice alone, because I'm telling you what, that was gonna be a fleshly way had I drank another cup. My God, today.
I was
So
shocked that you was drinking. I was shocked. Did you get a buzz? Did you get a good buzz?
I don't know, because I went to sleep.
Oh yeah, you got a buzz.
I went to sleep, but I did feel a little like Hershey.
Oh my
I did.
goodness, her should be rolled.
I felt
She
my
should be
words
rolled.
was being a little slurred. And I
Now you.
started getting loud and cussing. I'm like, ooh, I felt like Hershey. So I kind of felt like Hershey when she on her rant, and this is like you just lose control. So I felt a little slurring of the words, and I didn't want to get too slurry. So I went on ahead and went to sleep. That's what I
Look,
did. So I'm
I think
like,
you should. I think you should try Chardonnay. I think you would
no, no,
like
no,
that.
I'm good. No, 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 no. I'm not an alcohol. I don't do the liquor. And my thing is, I have spent
For your birthday, man.
56 years of not drinking. However, I did like the taste of that Stella Rosa Moscata and that mango chamoy, but it's a lot of calories in that too. So I
Mm.
said no, but I left it. I left it for other people to enjoy, and I'm sure that they are. But it was good. But it was time to move on,
So you remind
baby.
me of a social drinker. Like I'm not gonna be drinking like that at all. I'm just gonna be drinking
No.
only when I'm around people that are talking and we having engaging with each other, and that's it. We're gonna have some cheese and crackers, and we're gonna enjoy the event for the time being. Yes,
Yeah, I
indeed.
mean, I just don't. I'm not I don't drink. That's really the first time I drank intentionally.
Wow.
I mean, really. So, and it was different. It was different, but I did feel a little like Hershey. I felt a little loud, and I started to slur some words. I'm like, ooh wee. I said, yeah, let me let me back on off of this. So,
Yeah.
but the only thing is I change my batteries in my smoke detector. I just don't leave them in. I just can't stand it. So that's the difference between
I
me and
don't
her.
blame you because you who wants to hear that sound all the time? Like, oh my goodness.
Between Hershey and Uppity, I'm like, oh my God, could y'all please change them damn batteries? I ain't even say nothing with Uppity because I kept on hearing it, but I'm like, I don't want to say nothing.
Yeah. And
I
but
didn't even want to say nothing.
sometimes when it comes to that drinking stuff, sometimes it can trigger something else downstairs, and you got to be very very careful and mindful.
No, 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 no. Because again,
You didn't feel
it
anything
don't have
down
to,
there?
this is the thing. It don't have to trigger anything when you already have it.
I'm just saying. What I'm saying is like you may get a little hot down there, so it's
Okay.
like, ooh, I want to do
Well,
something.
alcohol don't need, I don't need alcohol for that.
You know? Wow,
That
that's
just
good.
comes naturally.
Ooh,
Yes,
you get
Lord.
on demand.
On demand. So
Ooh.
again, yeah. So I don't need alcohol for that. Some people need a stimulant. I don't. I
You ain't lying
don't. I'm
about
just
that.
saying. I'm being real.
And you know what? When I was in my 20s, I promise you, I feel like it worked a lot. But now, I feel like, oh my goodness, this is a different
What worked a
change.
lot?
The alcohol, if you
Well, I
were,
just think I think people are socially awkward, and so that kind of gives you some courage. I think that may give you courage, but yeah, but I think it also dampens some things because once you start using something to help you out, then you start relying on it. Like I never got the purple pill thing because I'm like, if you don't need it, don't do it. Because then when you start doing it, you're going to start relying on it.
yeah,
And I think that that can hurt people as well, where people gotta plan everything around that. So yeah, so I think that may be an issue to some people. So
it is,
yeah.
and so and some folks they rely on that like it's medicine, and I don't understand like taking pills just to whenever you get a mate, it's like oh my goodness, like you really need that? I don't need that.
Mhm.
I mean I have tried it, but it wasn't for me because I felt like I felt like something was going to happen in my body that I was going to trigger it, by taking that pill. And I'm like, oh
Well,
my goodness, no,
if
I
you
don't want
got
to
high
risk it.
blood pressure, that pill can mess you up
Oh, that was a long time ago
because
in my 20s. I'm
it
34 now.
restricts. No, 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 no. I'm just saying though, if you have high blood pressure, it does restrict blood flow. Let me tell you what, and I'm disclosing some things, but when I was single, I never got why people needed porn to have sex. So somebody was like, "You got porn?" And I'm like, "I am the porn." Hello, I, I don't need that.
You know what? You are so right. But I'm not gonna lie. I think people get turned on by hearing and seeing people do what they do. So
Mm-mm,
therefore, it kind of
mm-mm.
makes it a little bit better when you're doing what you're doing to that person. Honestly.
No, I am the porn, baby. I don't need. It's a distraction for me. And this is the thing. It's really so funny that people think that like you do threesomes and stuff. You know what? I can't. Let me say this now. Again, when I was single, I did that once, and it was interesting. I'm like, but I can be overstimulated, and if I'm overstimulated, it don't work. And
Mm.
so and I don't like to share.
Me neither. See, that's one thing. I look. I didn't experience that too, and I didn't like it because it's like, oh my goodness, this is so weird. Like you got to do that, and you got to, you may have to watch, or you may be doing something else. But
Mm-mm,
it's like, oh
mm-mm.
my goodness, is it really? Look, people out there do not do threesomes, foursomes, or anything, or orgies, none of that stuff. That stuff is it's a waste of time. It's a waste of
Well,
your time.
some people like it because some people like being voyeurs. They like being exhibitionists. So it depends. If you like being an exhibitionist, then that may work for you. If you like being a voyeur watching, then that may be really good for you. But yeah,
I was
at the beginning because it's new and you don't know, and things may be exciting, but because overstimulation can be just as bad as understimulation. So I think you have to be you're focusing on a lot of people. And yeah, so
And look, and I also think that it's a mind thing too, as well. It's but you do have people that out there that can kind of like just go out there and they do anybody and not even feel nothing. Me personally, I have to like you and kind of know you to really get off from you. And I
mhm.
can't do that with it. Well, I can't do that. I just can't do that. I just can't do it.
No, people do, but like I said, but it is what it is, Castro, and everybody is different. So I give people this is hey, people do what they want to do. They're grown and that's why I keep on telling people, I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm really not majorly concerned about stuff that people make decisions on. You don't go to jail. Like even with the Lemon situation with Hey Pretty Mama, with the grinder situation, Lemon is a grown man. He's not going to go to jail for that. And if that's what he wants to do, he can do it. But the thing that a lot of people have the red flag up with is you're a straight man. Why do you have that app on your phone if you're a straight man? And then if you said that they canceled it, that means you had to do something to get it taken off. And that's the red flag there. Why would you even? But anyway,
But you know
see.
what? Listen, I have known people, and I have seen stories too online too. And I'm not saying this for Lemon at all. I'm not, because I don't want people to think
Mhm.
going back to him and telling him so he can try to
I
drag
mean,
me.
Pastor,
But
you
I'm
look,
what?
that man can't drag you because you live in Arkansas and that man live in California. Y'all act like these people coming to y'all house. Go ahead and say what you want
Well,
to say.
it's not that. I'm just because I like him, but
Okay.
I like a lot of people, but
You can like a
uh,
lot of people, but you can tell the truth. Go ahead.
yeah, some people can get on that app and they will try to really rob gay men, and I done seen that, but I done seen that plenty of times, and
So
it's
you
like
say that
I'm like,
women want to get on there and rob some people. I don't think women wanted
well,
to rob anybody
I'm
of
not
no
saying that
money.
I'm not saying that for them. I'm just saying some men will do that. They just have it in their phone. They just trying to get some money.
Okay. But that's not Lemon's case though.
Well, I don't
Because
know what limits is.
we don't know Lemon as a thief. We don't know Lemon as somebody who robs people. So I don't think that that fits in this case.
Well,
But I
I
have
know
heard
he had.
somebody say that they was trying to touch their wet booty and they was trying to get him over there in that bed and that he touchy feely. I did see somebody wrestle somebody in Las Vegas and sit on their lap. I did see that.
I mean, I did see that, but I
No,
also believe
I
that.
know you
I also
saw it.
believe.
I
I
know
know
you
you
saw
saw
it.
it too as well. You was looking
Yeah.
at it probably
But
about
this is the
5 or 10
thing. But
times.
this is the thing though. I don't
Looking at it
dream about it because we
about 10
know
times.
that but we know that you dream about stuff that you see. I didn't dream about it.
Jay Wilson, have you ever dreamed about people on YouTube?
Absolutely not.
You haven't. Well, you ain't.
I
Well, you
have
haven't
not.
seen your thing.
I have not.
Okay, that's okay.
Mm-mm,
Hmm. That's a good
mm-mm.
thing. Good thing. That's
No,
not a
I
bad.
mean, I don't dream like that either. But no,
So
mm-mm,
you don't remember what you dreamed about? You don't remember what you dreamed about last night?
because I was asleep.
Uh, I don't remember anything about last night. I had a long night, but I ain't gonna lie. My dreams are not memorable. Ain't that crazy?
Well, how did you remember me though? How did that happen? And you said you saw me last, and then after that, you had a dream. Now that's your words, not
What?
mine.
Now who said that?
You, you said it. You said
Man,
it.
man, look, brother Jay, man, the TV was on. So therefore, sometimes when you leave the TV on, I'm sure you have had this feeling,
Uh-uh.
that feeling
Never
before.
happened.
Where you hear certain
Mm-mm.
things off the TV and in your dreams because you were dreaming.
Never.
So that's what it was. It wasn't nothing like, I mean, nothing happened in the dream. I guess
Oh,
I
you
may
did.
have seen
You
you in the
told me
dream.
what
That's it.
happened. You told me what happened. I'm like, okay, keep
What I-
hope alive. But you did tell me what happened. You did. But that's
what I
okay.
tell you what happened?
You did. You told me.
Well, that was on two. Look, that was one dream. You talking about the other dream that I
Oh,
had
so
about my ex or whatever.
you had other dreams.
Well,
Oh, you
hell,
have other dreams. Okay.
what? Look, if I watch you a lot, you may pop up in my dream. I don't
Ooh.
told I don't told other people that is consecrators. I don't see them in my dreams. Yes, indeed.
Mm. All
Hell,
right.
one consecrator was going off, cussing them out.
Mm.
She's a good
Mm.
cusser. I love her.
Okay.
Cussing them out. Yes, indeed.
All right. Well, you just keep on dreaming. My.
You know,
So,
I do got a song on my channel. It's called Dreams. Yes, indeed, it's a good version of me
oh,
singing.
okay. So, are you doing 4th of July baskets? The girls wanted to know.
Who does Fourth of July basket in the summertime? It's hot.
Okay, I just asked the question.
I'm just saying. I'm telling. I'm just
Well, I'm
answering
just
that
saying
question
though.
in
I
the
mean,
chat.
because you could be capturing the market. Like people like Castro should have had a pride basket because that would have been well. He could have made a few of those, see how they sold. You had a Mother's and a Father's Day basket, but then like you could have had a Kwanzaa basket. I mean, different baskets and stuff. Red, white, and blue. People get very patriotic. You could have put some fireworks up in there, and you know, had the candy that was red, white, and blue. Because people will buy things. People are gimmicky and they buy things like that. And I just thought you would be
Well,
jumping on that.
Jeff Wilson, I promise you, you come out like my mom. Like, oh my goodness, like she does that type of stuff, and it's like, oh my goodness, I think you can make a basket. That should be the new challenge right there. Make a basket.
Oh no. I got a no, no,
Yeah.
I got a challenge coming up, and it's gonna be a doozy. It's gonna
Okay.
be a doozy. And this is gonna be a good challenge. And yeah, it's gonna be a good
I
challenge.
I think that we should
I'm
have a
gonna
new challenge of making baskets. Let's see which country can make a
Well,
good old basket
Castro,
from
I
Dollar
think
Tree.
you should do that on your channel since you are the expert in basket making, and I would push that. I would definitely say, hey, go to Castro's channel. He's going to have a basket making competition, and I think they got to make the baskets right there. I think it would be really cool, Castro, and I want you to run with this now. If
Yeah.
that they are on StreamYard and how many other people you can get on StreamYard. You'll have your judges and then, the people. And then they would have to make their baskets right there. They would show us from beginning to the end how they're doing it. And then we'll have it timed. It'll be a time thing. You know how long it takes to make a basket or a decent basket, and it'll
Yeah.
almost be like chopped. And so
Yeah.
then you'll say hands off, and they got to take their hands off the basket. And then we'll start looking at the basket, and it has to be a theme. So will it be Kwanzaa? Will it be Mother's Day? Will it be? And so you'll give them a time. And then the judges will be looking, saying, ooh, I see her and I see what she's doing and all of that and da 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 da. And then they take their hands off the basket and then they explain the theming. So it's almost like that cake challenge when they have those like Halloween themes for cakes.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think that you
Food
should
Network.
do that. Yeah,
Yes.
I think you should do that, Castro. And I would definitely support it. I would definitely say, hey, go to Castro's channel. They're going to have the basket challenge because I think it wouldn't be any good for me to have the basket challenge because I'm not the basket expert. You are. And I think that you have the expertise because that's what you do. I mean,
But
what do you think about that?
I mean, I love that idea. But
Because
I
if
feel
I
like
host it,
we have
Castro,
to
if
go.
I host it, if I host it, I'm taking the money or I'm taking a share. So my
Well,
thing is, I don't
I'll
want to cut
cut
him
you off
off. I
something.
don't want to,
Cut you
huh?
off something. I'll cut you off something. Because
No,
you
no, no,
greedy.
no. You ain't cut me off something because I'm collecting. I'm collecting. So I'm gonna cut you off something. So
Yeah.
this is why I'm
Oh
saying
my
this is
goodness.
why you should have it on your channel and let the people bolster your channel up. Because see the thing, Castro, this becomes business again. And I'm
Yeah.
trying to help you in business. If you have it on my network is going to get paid. And you become the employee and not the employer.
Oh,
If you
gee.
have it on your channel,
Oh my
you
goodness.
become the employer and not the employee. So all I'm saying is, and Brian already volunteered to be a judge. See, you already got some judges. And so Castro, build your channel up, let people promote you. I think it would be a good idea. I will support that. That's all I'm saying. So don't do it on my channel or anybody else's channel because you're going to have to pay them. And seriously, you're going to pay me and I'm going to get what I want. And I'm going to give you what I think you should get because, again, you're doing all my network. Now, you can come and counter with the expertise, but again, what good if you have expertise if you don't have the distribution? It's
Yeah.
almost like Shark Tank. I got the great ideas, but if the sharks are going to invest in it, then they're going to want some money. So my thing is, um, you can
Wow.
cut me off what you want to cut me off when it's on your network. But
I
if it's
understand.
on my network, then you don't have that say, even
Yeah.
though it's your ideal. The only way you can leverage against me is I'm the one who has the expertise. So all I'm saying to you, Castro, is you have the expertise, and people will push because we want to see a good challenge. And I would trust you with a basket over a Pizarro or over a even D Miss O. And I'm not shaming D Miss O, but I don't want Pizarro to come at me saying like he trying to be messy. No, but you know how to make a basket. So I trust your judgment on the baskets over somebody else because that's what you do. And
Yeah.
that would be easy because, see, Castro, those people are getting the items and then people can give. But now I'm going to tell you this, Castro. If people don't trust you with the funds, they ain't going to give. So you got to be very, very cautious when taking the funds. You cannot be spending people money. I don't spend any money until the competition. All that money is held in Cash App until the competition. And you have to keep people aware of what you have collected. And if you're not good with money or if you're not trustworthy, people are not going to give. So,
Oh no,
see,
I
they can
would I
call.
would definitely be a a good person when it comes to that because I will
Okay.
refund you your money
Okay.
back to you
Well,
because
that's the thing.
I don't
So,
want
because
I
they
don't want
call
you
me
to think
Jay
I'm
Weasel,
trying
but people
to make
give.
money.
You see what I'm saying? They call me Jay Weasel, but people give because people know. See, you can call me whatever you want to, but the proof is in the pudding. So, my thing is, so Castro, you should have that basket competition. It should be like the Food Network, where people got a certain time frame. You will have a theme and do a theme that you know really well that you can really critique them on and have the other judges. And you do that. People already saying they'll donate. See there? And then get a date, have the basket competition. I will promote it. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want it to be long, but you want that, get some music that you can use off of YouTube that is free and they giving it to you. Because if you have copyright, you ain't gonna make no money.
Right.
Now, is your channel monetized?
It's not. I don't know why.
So let me tell you something. Okay, if your channel ain't monetized, then you can get a DJ or you can play music because that's not it. The Cash App is going to be your thing. If you're not monetized, no big whoop. So do that. And then, and I mean, Castro, I'll be more than happy to assist you if you need it, but do the 4th or Labor Day. See, I mean, the 4th will be too early though, because again, people got to get the stuff. If he does the 4th, then he needs to do it right away. It may need to be Labor Day because the 4th is coming up. See, that would have been real cute because you could have had a basket already made and then you could have showed your basket not to be in competition, but of the standard that you were looking for. But I still think you should do the basket competition and let people know how much the pot is, and every time people give, and then Castro, you let people know what the prize is going to be. Now, I'm going to say this: try to pay your judges if you can. Give the people something. If everybody gets something, then it'll be good. But that's my recommendation. So yeah. Not an
That is so.
LGBTQ basket, not a gay basket, baby. Now that would be interesting though.
I
What would you
know.
put in your LGBTQIA basket? What are you gonna be putting in there?
Oh, they
Hmm.
gonna get, look. They gonna get a good old body wash. Then they gonna get a good old they may get
Oh, but you can't tell them
another.
no though, but because
Oh,
everybody got to come up with their own. But see, so Castro, I would really go with the basket situation. I mean, now see Pizarro, I help Castro and he don't owe me a dime. You see how a real OG do it? Castro, go ahead and do it. I will support that. You already got a judge. Brian wants to be a judge, and people are saying that they will support you.
well, I'm gonna have to invest into a computer because I don't have that on.
Somebody said, okay, Tony Dimple said, how about a back to school basket? See, that may be something. So
Oh,
Castro, that may be a competition. And then
oh,
that could help somebody, and y'all can not only do a basket competition, but then it should give you enough money if the basket competition is right, to help somebody in Arkansas, or the basket would be donated to XYZ. And then they get the prize, and then the basket would help somebody.
Yeah.
Again, somebody said so jury 2.0, 2.8 said they'll donate and enter. So you got somebody who's going to donate and enter. So Castro, think about that and let me
I
know
will.
what you want to do.
I will.
But
Thank you
see,
for the
see,
advice.
Pizarro, that's how you do it, Pizarro, without change. Did I charge you $150 for that, Castro?
No, you didn't.
Oh, okay, okay. Come on, come
But
on.
it's all
Cause
right.
see,
You know,
I'm really not
whoever
all
charges,
about the money. I'm really
whoever
not all about
charges,
the money.
they
Because if I'm
charges.
about the money, I would be charging for that. What you say, Castro?
I said it's all right. Whoever charges, they charges. But at the same time, I'm glad you gave me that advice. Thank
No,
you.
no,
For,
no, no. Because some things we need to uplift each other, and some things you need to charge for, and sometimes you need to know the difference. That's all. Hmm.
yes, indeed. You know, I didn't know about the whole fee thing. You know, I never thought about the fee thing, man.
Don't let me say that, it's Castro. If you're good, you don't have to do it. People will give to you. See, I don't have to charge people fees because it comes back in other ways. See, that's why I'm sitting here. I would never charge somebody $150 unless they wanted to give it to me. But even what I'm getting ready to do, it is on how you feel. If you think this was worth $25, give $25. If you think it was worth 1,000, 1,000. I'm not putting it. I mean, if you didn't think it was worth it, then just walk on out. See, again, that's what I'm doing. So if you all like what I told Castro, and if you want to be a part of the House of Jay Wilson Mentor Program, there's the email. And you better get on it today because I'm going to send the emails out today. So I just want y'all to know that. But what I just gave Castro is what we're going to be dealing with, even with competitions. See, this is not one size fits all. This was catered to Castro because Castro's expertise is in basket making. And we believe Castro knows his baskets because he makes the baskets. I'm not telling Castro to do a dance competition. Mm-mm. He knows baskets. Okay. So again, if that was, see what I'm saying? It's not one size fit all. It's not cookie cutter. This is customized training. And this little bit that I gave Castro, could you imagine what we're going to be getting on them stream yards talking about? You will never know unless you register. You never know unless you send me an email. But see, I don't play. I don't play. And this is impromptu. So imagine what you think the people going to get with a schedule and an intentional curriculum. We talking about curriculum. Okay, now, don't play with me. Come on now. So Castro, I'm ready for it. Ooh, a date, a dinner date for the prize. Ooh, come on, Brian. See, if I was single, I would be doing this kind of stuff. Who do you think that Jay should be going? Like the dating game? And I would let people pay for the dates. And then I would, y'all, let me tell you something. Ooh, I'll be doing a whole lot of stuff, but it is what it is. But Castro, I think that basket thing is going to be doing that. And Angelica, you going to send me an email? Honey, send it, Angelica, because I am going to do that. And for the people who are waiting, I do apologize. I had to make sure that that relative of mine got that call for basic training because, baby, yeah, I want that to happen. But I am going to get in contact with you all because what I just gave Castro, and Castro, thank you for allowing me to, give you that example. But this is what I'm going to be doing. This is just a slither of what I'm going to be doing for the mentor program. A slither of what I'm going to be doing. See, this is why I'm not concerned about what people got to say about me because, baby, I know what I'm doing. Let the works I've done speak for me. Okay? I don't give y'all mediocre janky talking about I'm starting a new sector only to take people money and then the sector ain't started. Child bye. Child bye. Don't play me like that. Y'all know what I just told Castro now was worth its weight in gold. And if Castro does it, See how I told Castro not to have it on my platform or anybody's platform, because Castro needs to be the employer, not the employee. If Castro would have came to my channel, I would have been dictating what was going to happen. And Castro has the expertise. So again, it's that. And Castro should do it on this panel, because at the end of the day, people will come over. And we're trying to build Castro's panel up, because him having over here just building my panel up. Come on, somebody. Y'all better get this lesson.
That
You
is
see where
true.
I'm going? You see where I'm going, Castro?
Yeah.
Because even though you have the expertise, I mean, because I'm doing it on my channel. So the Cash App and all of that stuff will have to come through me, because I was going to divvy out the pie, even though it's your ideal. But this is what I'm saying. So Castro, when you do it on your channel, you control the money, you control the talent. And like I said, yeah. So you don't ever want to have it on anybody else's channel unless you are a starting content creator. But Castro, don't get me twisted. Now, I do talk about your numbers and stuff, but people know who you are and they know where to find you. It's not like you are somebody that's so obscure nobody will know where to find you. So if you do the basket competition, I will assist you. Yeah, I will do that. I will do that. Brian said he would be a judge. I would be a judge. Okay, if you want that. And somebody already said that I would be a participant and donate. So you already got somebody who's going to be a participant. And let me say this, Castro. You don't need 8,000 people to have a good competition. If you have five people, you're good. And let me tell you something, Castro. Sometimes you need to be a little discerning and have some discrimination, because at the end of the day, the more people you have, the more pot you have to share. And come on now. Come on now. 5 people, no more than 10.
I just want 5. I don't want 10 now. That's a lot to
Okay.
judge.
Well, I'm just saying, well, you need to put it out there and you need to start pushing this. Now, you got to push it. And when you give a date, you got to go with it. You got to go with it. So don't give a date and then cancel. People like consistency. When I say I'm having a competition, they know I'm having a competition. People talked about my banner competition, but it's the buzz. See what I'm saying? It's the buzz, Castro. It's the buzz. Do you see how simple that banner competition was? It was simple, Castro.
Very
It was
simple.
very simple.
Very simple. Man.
So how much did I put into it? $50. How much did I get out? $1,000. What did the grand prize winner get? $1,000. I'm just saying. Okay, so let me say this again. If you all are interested in what I'm spitting out today, if you think what I'm spitting out is going to help you to be a better content creator and how to navigate even in competitions, hit me up. See, because one thing y'all can't say is Jay Wilson don't know what he's talking about. Again, Castro knows that I did a banner competition. Baby, that banner competition was easy. It was easy. We didn't have a whole lot of hoopla. We did it. And the little controversy that happened, it was good. People think I'm mad at what's her name, Heidi Fly. I ain't mad at her, because you got to have a little mess. You got to have a little mess. But my competition was not played with. Oh, he rigged this. So if you taking what I'm spitting out, send the email, because today I'm going to be sending the Teams link, and we're going to hopefully next week start with what this is going to be. And again, it's going to be very interactive. I want to hear from you all, and we want to custom make you. We don't want you to be a cookie cutter content creator. We want you to bring your personality out. Who are you? What is your angle? What gift do you have? The gift of comedy? Do you have the gift of timing? Are you a dry comedian? Or are you a person that people will either hate or like? Do you act bougie? That's good. Let me tell you something. Bougie sell, because people don't like bougie. Ooh, they hate bougie, but then they want to come over and watch. Oh,
I
I
like
can't give it
it.
all away. You just got to be there. And guess what? You don't have to have no money. But if you decide that my seminar and workshop at the House of Jay Wilson is good, all you got to do is donate. And I'm not telling you what. I'm not charging you $150. And when we do a hard launch, people will know who you are. Oh no, I'm not going to take your money and then people didn't even know you were in the sector. We ain't going to do that. We don't do that. We don't do that. That's what crab legs and broken air condition people do. We don't do that. So Castro, look, do what you got to do. Think about that basket competition. If you decide that you want to do it, there go the email. But I'm not playing. Don't do a Dovey on me. Don't do a Dovey on me. So
I,
either go in full throttle or don't come. Either come hard or don't come at all. Ooh, I don't. Oh,
I mean, because
no
you
pun,
know, Jay,
no
I
pun
may make,
intended by that. Go ahead.
you know, I may make a basket while they are making their baskets. So I may
Okay,
be in competition with
but
them.
that's good,
You
Castro.
know?
Maybe we could do beat. Maybe we can do it like a Bobby Flay. Beat Castro. Beat Castro's basket. Come on now, like Bobby Flay. You know how they do Iron Chef, and a chef comes to compete against Iron Chef. That's a good thing, Castro.
Yes, indeed.
Okay,
I learned from the
think
best.
about
And
it.
you know what, Dennis, I got to say this too before I go. Um, I don't create all of those baskets, and I only do the simple ones because I don't, the
Why are you
basket I
telling me
create.
that? People don't need to know that. Why you tell? See, you talking too much. You
What?
talking too much. Why you need
What
to tell
I'm
people
saying.
that? You talking too much, Castro. Shh. You don't need to
Okay.
tell my shh. You need to come to the session. Come to the session. Get the email and hit me, and I'll drop you the link. Come to the session. You don't need to tell everybody that. You don't need to tell
Okay.
everybody that, Castro, because we see the end product. We don't care how that bitch is fixed. We just care about the end product. All right. With that said, y'all, I gotta go because I got a meeting at 10. But thank y'all for coming on. Okay,
Thank you.
Angelica, I will check my email. Y'all have a good one. Thank you, Castro. You see, Castro and I had a good banter today. See, if you come up here and banter with me like this, I will give you that. Okay? When Castro give me rah-rah, I give him rah-rah. But today it was a good day. And I appreciate Castro. And Castro, I'm gonna support your basket competition.
I thank you. And look,
Not a problem.
I will let you know when that may happen.
Okay, let me know.
All right.
All right, y'all. I gotta go. Peace and love. Y'all take care. Bye.